Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to cast the Storm Division match between Pre-Workout Powah and We Taketh Awayeth. I'm going to go ahead and let them know that we are ready. And we're going to jump straight into the map selections here and give you guys a rundown of how that coin toss played out. Coin toss was won by We Taketh Awayeth. They've taken first pick here, giving map pick over to the side of Pre-Workout Powah. The map bans for this evening, Sky Temple and Dragonshire are banned out by Pre-Workout Powah. Cursed Hollow and Brax's Holdout, banned out by We Taketh Awayeth. We're going to kick things off on Infernal Shrines. Plasty, you're muted for me.
There we go. But quick question. Is Warhead Junction an actual map that people can play in NGS? I've never...
I don't think it is in the map pool.
Alright. I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do like voting every season on, they take out like the least favorite map and put in a new one, whatever's voted in, and I don't think it got voted in. It's definitely not in Storm Div.
I don't think anybody would vote it in.
We're just waiting for the readies here. It looks like We Taketh Awayeth are ready to go. Pre-workout Powah, not so sure about, but the casters are good to go. Let's pop back on over to Plasty and I while we wait to get into this draft. Now, Infernal Shrines, this is kind of an interesting map because, you know, objective in the late game, sure, it helps. But in the early game, you can kind of play this a couple different ways. You don't necessarily have to be going for a Punisher. You can grab something that can kind of just do a trade. You know, siege down, counter push, or split push a lane down while objective's happening. You don't need to play for those early game Punishers if you don't have to, or if you don't have a strong early game comp. Another interesting thing that we could potentially see picked up here or contested or banned out is something like a Hogger.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hogger.
Yeah, that's
maybe
like the first.
Sonya.
Hogger's like the first hero that comes to mind when I think Infernal Shrines. He just has those beautiful lines that he can set up with his spin, so he's just unstoppable, on the point, shredding through skeletal defenders the entire time. And there's really only like, there's very few counters to stop him from doing that. Taketh being one of those, because he can kind of sit on the Hogger with his minigun the entire time and chunk him down enough to force him to stop the spin. Kind of hoping. No, there we go. Like, hopefully we get into this draft soon, and here we go.
Oh boy. Did they actually press start? Because I'm kind of just still sitting in the lobby here. Oh, there it is.
That's why we're waiting for players. You can blame Plasty.
Gas.
So, just looking over at the players here for We Taketh Awayeth. Mason Blaze is going to be playing tonight. Weary Day, Slug Hunter, Zergling, and Infrared, which means Tremor on the bench, or Tremor's not playing this week. I don't really know the specifics there, if he just couldn't make it or if he's going to be like the sub for the team, but no Tremor this evening.
I don't know what roles they're all going to be playing, so I'm excited to see how this draft is actually going to go. Do you have any insight why they banned Stitches? Is that a targeted ban, or is he actually good on this map?
I don't know if it's a tank that Vince likes to play, or if it's just something that they don't want to have to worry about playing around. I wouldn't say he's necessarily good on this map. It's very hard to find hooks on Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, with the Guardians.
Because of all those like skeletal defenders around objectives, you really have to kind of look for like these flanks that are, you know, outside of minion waves and also outside of the defenders on the objective. But I will say that, you know, come the late game, if he's hitting hooks and gorges and just finding those picks, it's a nuisance for sure.
Well, we don't get the Hogger, but we do have a question in the chat from Jolly about does the armor from Hogwild mitigate percent damage at all? I have no clue, so would you happen to know?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm not really sure.
There's
if,
some
like,
really smart people in chat that might be able to answer your question.
But see, if you look at the wording on some of the abilities that some of the characters have, like, for example, you look at Zul'jin's level 16, where the percent damage or whatever goes through armor or ignores armor. I would assume that armor actually does add a little bit of protection against percent damage. I'm not 100% sure. But we do have Stukov being the first pick here, always good on this map with all the chokes and all the places that they can fight. But then they counter that with Junkrat, who is also a very good hero to have on this map. So,
I think what's interesting to note here too is that it's Weary Day that's locked in Stukov here. He is the support player. Now Slug Hunter is picking up Leoric, and he is the off laner during regular season of CCL. So this might give us a hint as to how serious the side of We Taketh Awayeth is taking this game. With the one change being Mason Blaze. You know, normally Tremor is the tank for this team, but Mason Blaze, he's not playing, so Mason Blaze is going to be playing tank tonight, and he's locked in the Diablo.
Well, it looks like they're kind of taking this seriously because they're against another CCL team. Wait.
Well, it's not a CCL team. It's some CCL players.
Okay. Yeah, I got confused there for a second. But yeah, they're taking it a little bit seriously here. I wonder why they banned the Mephisto, though. Is that a target ban?
Mephistos can be generally pretty decent on Infernal Shrines. He has really good poke.
That's true.
You already know they've picked up Blaze. Blaze is more often run in the off lane, so they're likely going to pick up another tank, I would expect. And Mephisto also does a pretty good job of shredding through front line, especially once he gets his level 16 online with his Lightning Nova to do percent damage. So that might be why we're seeing it banned out here.
Taketh's ban, I would assume, is because of the Diablo and the Leoric. They don't want to have to deal with the Taketh. It's going to be very annoying.
Absolutely. Yep. There's really not much to add there. That's why they get rid of Taketh. It's one of the things that really scares Diablo. Maka picking up Anduin here. This is another interesting thing about this team is who's going to be playing what roles over there, because we've seen Maka play a lot of assassins before. He's really well known for Sylvanas, but I don't know how comfortable he is in the healer role.
Well, I guess we're about to find out today, but we have CPX picking up Hanzo. I do know that he plays a lot of DPS, so I guess this is going to be a very comfortable role for him.
Yeah, and I think he's pretty comfortable on Hanzo as well, so this looks like it's shaping up to be kind of some sweaty games here between these two teams.
Oh, this is interesting. Right as you say that, we get an Asmodan.
I know.
Well,
but wait. Did you read the patch notes?
Yeah, they nerfed him, didn't they?
No, they made his demonic invasion do extra damage now to heroes. It's not like
so that you don't just go run it down on a lane.
Yeah, it's basically they made it so that you don't have to feel like, you know, the best way to use that ultimate is to throw it on a fort or a keep or a structure.
Yeah.
You can maybe now look to use it in team fights. Maybe it'll be really great on objectives on Infernal Shrines.
True. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see, because this is actually going to be the first that I'm going to watch anything post-patch. But with that, we have May rounding out the draft of pre-workout power. What do you think about these drafts?
I'm curious to see if we'll pop on over to us here. I'm curious to see if pre-workout power has trouble killing Diablo once he gets his souls. Another thing to note here is in this last patch, Diablo got some pretty big buffs. When he dies now at 100 souls, he gets to keep 25 of them. It means he's coming back stronger than he used to after these deaths. It's going to be a little bit quicker for him to re-get his souls and kind of wreak havoc again. So, you know, Junkrat doesn't really have the damage to take a Diablo down. You're looking at Hanzo, and we'll see kind of what builds he ends up going. But I think it might be a little bit difficult for them to shred through a 100-soul Diablo. You know,
point out though that it's not just Diablo that they have to worry about. They have like Asmodan, they have Leoric. Those are all characters that have tons of HP.
But I will say there's some very big comfort picks over on the side of pre-workout power, so it's not, you know, I don't think it's going to be an easy game at all. I think it's going to be really interesting. I'm going to call it for We Taketh Awayeth because I like those guys.
Biased.
Okay, it's a little bit biased, but I think you know, Stukov's still in a pretty good spot. Diablo was like good things in the patch. Asmo had some nice things in the patch happen here. Stukov has more build variety now, so we'll see how it plays out. But let's jump into this. We will introduce these teams really quickly. Plasty, take it away on the left-hand side.
On the left Inside, we have pre-workout power. We have any problem on Junkrat, Mocha on Anduin, Vince on May, CPX on Hanzo, and finally we have Nathanatos on Blaze.
And on the right-hand side, we have We Taketh Awayeth. Mason Blaze will be playing Diablo, Zergling on the Azmodan, Slug Hunter playing Leoric, Infrared on the Rainer, and Weary Day playing Stukov. Oh, there's a concussion mine hitting onto Zergling here. Nathanatos goes in for that jet propulsion, but it doesn't quite connect. Zergling's still getting chunked down anyways. Vince and Nathanatos living on. They just need that one last hit, but the heal's going to come through. And he's going to be able to live through this. In the meantime, Slug's walking away with like 10 health.
Oh my goodness. Well, we have a leap of faith pulling Blaze out of that situation, but Infrared manages to take the kill regardless. That is going to be the first, was that first?
That was first blood over to the side of We Taketh Awayeth. Still brawling up top, by the way. There's the Blizzard drop by May, and they're going to find themselves with a kill onto We Taketh Awayeth in return there. Azmodan falling down.
We do have Asmo down. Haha, get it? Anyway, we have Asmo down while Slug Hunter is actually going to go back to regain his health here. Meanwhile, Infrared and Mason Blaze are already on their way to grab this bottom camp, while the rest of Pre-Workout Power is grabbing their left-hand siege.
Chat mentioning a combo. I mean, it wasn't something that like I overlooked or anything. It's just something that's so often played together. Oh, hang on, a bit of an engage breaking out here. Any problem getting chunked down. The Blizzard drop there, but not going to connect onto anyone. That Junkrat so incredibly low. Infrared just continuing to poke out CPX, and CPX returning the favor. But that bottom camp does go over to We Taketh Awayeth, and they're just going to be able to walk away.
Blaze in mid here in trouble, but he's actually going to manage to walk away. I think he took... Did he take the speed at 1? Yeah, Adrenaline stimp back. Just he was zooming there.
We're heading towards that first objective on the horizon here, so it's pretty typical for teams to look to try to pick up these bruiser camps. Mason Blaze and Slug catching Nathanatos on this rotation, but Slug missing that Drain Hope here, so he can't really stick around too long with that down. In the meantime, we are going to see the members of We Taketh Awayeth grab their siege camp. No eyes on that bruiser camp quite yet. So I'll say at least his first objective's top, so even if they did take their bruiser camp, both these teams are just up there to clear the camps out. You're not going to have, you know, if it was mid and bottom, those camps could potentially get a little bit of push value during objective phase. That's not the case.
It does look like Azmodan is trying to get a little bit of push down at bottom, but he's making his way up to mid now. They are now grabbing this bruiser camp to counter that other camp coming into the lane, but I'm wondering how they're going to split their team here, whether they're actually going to be going for this first objective, because you did mention that it's not always important to get the Punisher in the early levels.
I mean, right now you have two members of both teams hanging around in mid lane, potentially to bottom lane now. Looking at Zergling's rotation, he's going to head down there. And we do have that pre-workout power. Their camp had pushed all the way forward under towers, so it was pretty easily cleared up by We Taketh Awayeth. Mason Blaze going in for the engage. Maka getting incredibly low. Infrared, though, in the Blizzard, and he's going to go down shortly after. Anduin to follow that. A 1-for-1. Vince is in there low. He's looking at Weary Day. Can they find it? There's a scatter arrow from CPX to secure it. Mason Blaze trying to get a counter kill with those body blocks on Vince. But unfortunately, it's not going to work out. Both Vince and Any Problem walking away with very low health. Mason Blaze
That was a really good concussion, man, to save May there. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, Mason Blaze is still pretty beefy here, so it's kind of scary for CPX to kind of walk in and clear any of this shrine, because it doesn't take much. You know, Hanzo's pretty squishy character here.
We do have three members now on the side of We Taketh Awayeth, making their way to the top. Meanwhile, Zergling is doing Asmo things, trying to get a little bit of this bottom wall down, but not without Blaze giving him trouble for it. And atop, I think we're starting to see a fight brewing. It's a 4v4. May sitting in the middle of everybody here, having to use her icing to get out. And we have piercing root there from Anduin hitting 2. I forget what that's called. Let me take a look. Piercing light, I was right.
Interesting though, 31 skeletal defenders already on the side of pre-workout power, so they're very close to finishing up this shrine. It's going to be pretty difficult here for We Taketh Awayeth to get this shrine themselves unless they completely team wiped, and it looks like they've just backed off and they're getting ready for the defense now.
Meanwhile, you know, we have Blaze and Azmodan doing the off-lane things as this first I believe Mortar Punisher makes its way up to top lane. Leoric was looking like he was going to go down, but instead he's just going to take this flank from the bush. Does his mace, what is it called? Oh my gosh, my brain isn't working this morning.
That's okay, Plasty.
Sorry,
we all have those moments, but Weary,
no.
he's having his own moment there, getting knocked out of position. He's gonna fall. Mason Blaze going for the counter kill onto CPX, but can't quite find it. Not really the damage follow-up that they needed there to get that kill. Slug Hunter just kind of still harassing here on the Leoric, going to go ahead right out of there. Concussion Mine's gonna drop. That's actually gonna help him get away even easier.
Yeah. I was like, that was very helpful. They do take a bit of damage off of the top fourth there. That's more than half down. And 10 advantage goes over to pre-workout power. But this game is just getting started. They're already on this camp on the left here, or at least Junkrat is. Meanwhile, the rest of We Taketh Awayeth are gathering. But they're about to split again. They do have 10s, but I don't think they want to fight at the moment.
Now let's break down those 10s a little bit here before a fight does happen. On the side of We Taketh Awayeth, it's going to be the Apocalypse from Diablo. No surprise that the Entomb on Leoric. We're talking, and a bit of an invade here. The Dragon Strike coming out across that camp. And maybe they were hoping to catch someone on there.
There goes the APOC. Oh! Sorry.
Lots of ults being popped here. Riptire is out, trying to catch the members as they come out of the ice wall. Look at Mason Blaze. He's just surviving with no health left on his bar. Hanzo and Anduin going down here. See if Vince can make it out. He is being chased down by the members of We Taketh Awayeth. And look at Zerglin coming down to catch him on the rotation. Vince is all the way over on the enemy territory here. Can he juke his way out of this, though? He's sneaking out through top four. He's got to have icing back up now, too, and he's done it. He chased with strong, but not strong enough here for We Taketh Awayeth.
Yeah, it was a very good distraction for the the blue team here. Pre-workout power managed to cap the bottom siege camp while everybody was chasing Mei. So Mei created plenty of space, but meanwhile we have top lane here in the Thanatos actually in trouble as he now has to do the same thing that Mei did, but without icing, no unstoppable. I'm not sure how he's going to make it out of this alive. And here's Diablo. Oh, he goes and tries to stun the Leap of Faith and Desperate Prayer. We have the ice wall coming down, but I don't know if Blaze is going to be able to walk out of this alive. There goes the dunk, and it misses. Oh my goodness, that was the escape of the century. But now we have Mocha in trouble. He doesn't have Light Bomb. He can't pull himself out, and he does fall for that. Well, we traded Raynor. I don't know what happened to Raynor, but
yeah, Raynor was clearing this bottom lane. Any problem?
Yes.
Took him down there. Can't watch the entire map all at once. So fortunately, that one happened off screen. We did see the Azmodan ultimate come down here, by the way. Seems like Zerglin just kind of wants to play that split push Azmodan. He's going to go ahead and get caught up on his mana. Weary Day and Mason Blaze starting up this Bruiser camp before this next objective. This is going to be an Arcane Punisher in mid lane this time around.
Pre-workout power also taking their Bruiser camp here, so both teams are going to be arriving at the shrine at around the same time here, but Azmodan is already at top lane. I don't know if he's going to try and fight here, but he is close enough to be able to toss out some dunks that can land on the enemy, so I guess we will see how this works out. No, he does come up to fight here. Slug already walking in looking for perhaps an Entomb.
Yeah, if he can find it. There's the Apocalypse out from Mason Blaze. It's not going to connect onto anyone, but he's going to immediately engage onto the Mei, getting the stun into the wall. She's popped into her Cryo Freeze. The Silence is underneath, now into the bunker to keep herself alive. Slug Hunter getting chunked down here, and he's going to be the first to fall in this fight. Meanwhile, Riptire coming out from Junkrat. Let's see if he's able to find any value off of this. It is going to connect into Infrared and Weary Day, but Infrared able to use that heal to keep himself in this fight. There's the Light Bomb, there's the Jet Propulsion, but it does not connect. However, Vince in that back line looking at Infrared, and he is going to find it. Down goes the Raynor. Zergling is in a little bit awkward positioning here. Maybe just inted to drop his ult, and that's going to make it a 3-0 in favor of pre-workout power. They might even get more here as Diablo's back, and Leo...
Yep, there he is. On that Weary Day, you have to get out of there. He's gonna get chased down here. There goes the Blizzard on the ground. There's the Concussion Mine. Diablo is looking. Maybe he's gonna go for this Junkrat. Never mind. He's just gonna try and go in. But Weary Day is in trouble. This Dukov shove doesn't quite save him there. Maybe if he had that at a little bit of a different angle to send that Hanzo into the towers a little bit better. Mason Blaze, though, he lived through all of that. My goodness.
It would have been nice if pre-workout Power could get a pick onto Mason Blaze here because he has been sitting at 100 souls for a while now. So just securing that would reset him back to the 25. There's the Dragon Strike coming out. That's just going to kind of create space, a little bit of damage onto Infrared, and Zergling zoned out off of it as well. Concussion Mine drop. He is going to be able to just walk along the edge of that to make sure he can get out of there. But 16s are online here for pre-workout Power.
That is a pretty big level gap at this point, almost well, a level and a half. But we do have the Arcane Punisher about to fall to this mid keep here. Meanwhile, we have pre-workout Power taking down the bottom fort as well. And I don't know if it happened during that whole fight, but we lost top fort on the side of We Taketh Awayeth here as well. So they are going to have to play catch up here at this point because they are down a talent tier. They're down 3 structures, and I don't know how they're going to recover.
Yeah, for right now, you kind of just got to turtle a little bit, get your 16 talent tiers, and then try to find a fight that's somewhat in your favor here, or at least force something before the level 20s are online for pre-workout Power. So there's a huge window for that to happen right now. We're going to see 16s coming up soon. I don't know if Azmodan is, well, I know he's not as good as split pushing as he used to be. And I'm not sure if they're planning on just using Azmodan to split push the entire time, or if this is going to be like a team fight Azmodan at some point with the changes.
He had showed up.
Yeah, with the changes to his Demonic Invasion, but I don't think we've seen Demonic Invasion. Well, he did use it in that team fight, but literally like walked in and died to use it, so.
And meanwhile, we have Slug Hunter. He's getting caught here in between all 5 of the enemy team. He does fall here. They find that kill onto Leoric. Unfortunately, meanwhile, the rest of pre-workout Power is probably just going to try and push a little bit up top with Junkrat's traps on the ground to help against flanks here. Diablo's not going to be able to find them.
They do need to be careful on the side of pre-workout Power, because if they continue to stagger deaths in this window that they have to take a team fight, they're not going to be able to find one, a solid 5v5 before 20s are online. There's still a decent enough window here. Slug's going to come back up, and they're walking forward. They know that this is the time where they kind of need to look to force something. The Bruiser camp's up on the side of pre-workout Power, so we have an idea of where they are. And there we go. Mason Blaze goes in onto Nathanatos with the Blizzards drop, and Bunker comes out as well. There's the Dragon Strike out from Hanzo, and Ice Wall drop by Mei. Ooh, Riptire's coming in here. Let's see if it's going to get some value, and it does. Down goes Diablo. That's the first to fall in this fight, but CPX is going to get picked off on the flank by Zergling. In the meantime, Mei is going to go down as well. Leoric just chunking her down and securing the kill, making it a 2-for-1. Keep in mind, Diablo Souls there just secured. But look. Because of the patch, he already has 50 souls again, guys.
50?
Like, yes.
How did he come back with 25? I thought it was 25.
Yeah, he comes back with 25, but there was a huge wave top. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shh, I didn't see the wave. But look at that. We just found a way for We Taketh Awayeth to actually even things out a little bit. They narrowed the level gap just slightly here, and they got a little bit of the middle structure, and now we're working a little bit on bottom. But as we say this, we have We Taketh Awayeth already positioning themselves here on the bottom objective, the altar here.
So broken. Like he's been. It was only like 40 seconds ago that Diablo died, and he's already at 68 souls again.
Yeah. And it's gonna be more just as he walks further into this wave here. But it looks like. Sorry.
Yeah, he got kills from the souls from the kills as well that happened after he died to help him.
Well, that helps a lot. But we do have pre-workout Power. Looks like they're just going to turtle and get their 20 here. But they're already working on the bottom fort here on the side of the Taketh Awayeth. If they find this bottom fort, that's going to be a frozen Punisher going straight to the bottom keep. That means, Mason Blaze is in trouble.
He's going to be able to walk away. Slug Hunter going in for the Entomb. Concussion Mine knocking him out of position. The Apocalypse coming out as well there. Maka incredibly low. But it's going to be Diablo the first to fall. Slug is in trouble. Nathanatos is looking for him, but that Punisher is going to jump on him.
Assist.
We're going to see Nathanatos having to force the bunker there. Maka getting low. There's the globe from Azmodan connecting onto Nathanatos as they push in. Level 20s, though, are in favor for pre-workout power as they set up this defense. And with Diablo down, it's very risky here for We Take It Away.
It does look like We Take It Away understands that there is risk here, knowing that there's no Diablo to help heal for them, so they are just going to walk away from this and defend their top lane. We do have a little bit of damage for bottom keep there on the side of pre-workout power, but you know, they need to find the level 20 fights. They need to, you know, it feels like the next shrine or the next team fight could potentially be the last one here.
Still looking for that level 20 as well on the side of We Take It Away at this bruiser camp, and that minion wave up top should find them. And there we go. Hellgate picked up on the Diablo.
Do we have upgrade?
We have Azmodan grabbing the upgrade for Globe there with the Pride, but doesn't have the 400 stacks yet. He's
50 away. It shouldn't be too far off, but what I'm more excited about is Buried Alive here. Buried Alive with some combos. They could potentially secure the match for themselves if they find a very good team fight here.
Yeah, Buried Alive definitely threat, especially for Mei. If she's caught in that, she can't pop into her cryo freeze, avoid a bunch of damage, and kind of sustain herself in the fight. So definitely something to look out for.
Slug Hunter. Not quite far here.
The rest of We Take It Awayeth is around, so this could be a bit of just like bait to drop the Entomb maybe, but it looks like after getting chunked that low, he's just going to back up, get the heal from Weary Day. Asmo at 374 on his stacks, so he's slowly getting there. 89 stacks on Diablo's souls here as well.
There goes the dunk. That's going to get him another, I want to say,
well, he's at 388 now.
yeah, there you go. I can math. I don't know that's probably like 8. It's called streamer math, caster math. You know, it is how it is. It's plasty math, basically. But Asmo already got it. There goes the rest of his soul. Sorry, not souls. Annihilation stacks.
This next Punisher coming up, by the way, is going to be a Mortar Punisher, so not the best for sieging. But I will say that pre-workout power is in a little bit better position to do this next objective. They're already setting up around it, and we haven't even got the timer yet. But they have their mid fort up, which means that Fountain is still up since the changes making it invulnerable. So they have that kind of opportunity to back off. Ooh, there's the Ice Wall connecting onto Diablo. Concussion Mine and Blizzard dropped underneath, but Slug is looking for the Entomb in the backline, and they are shut down! Hanzo and Anduin deleted here. Mason Blaze looking for more on Vince. He's going to use that Hellgate to get out of position here, or get into safer position, I should say. And they're going to find a third pick onto Mei. A 3-for-0 here for We Take It Awayeth.
My goodness. So now we have this mid fort that you were just talking about. It's going to go down. So now that you know, it's going to be on equal footing here. But actually, they're better off because Leoric is just waiting for that shrine to activate. Meanwhile, the rest of of We Take It Awayeth are pushing down mid. Nobody really to defend against it. So they might even be able to get this fort with Azmodan here.
Yeah, this is really good here for We Take It Awayeth. They're going to have Leoric work on the shrine while the rest of the members siege down and open up this mid keep for the Punisher push. It'll be a difficult defense here for pre-workout power. They're going to have to try and kite this Punisher either towards the bottom.
Blaze top. He was trying to just get a little bit of damage onto that top keep, and now he's going to leave a catapult there with everything else. So maybe they might actually trade that keep top and create a win condition for themselves. There is still a fort on the top lane, so even with all of this going on, if they manage to somehow defend against this Punisher that's coming in here, you know, pre-workout power still has a very good chance.
Yeah, what we're going to see right now is We Take It Awayeth. They're not 39, they're 38ing the Punisher here. It's going to give a little bit of an opportunity here for them to clear their waves and grab camps if they want to. And there we go, Slug Hunter is going to finish it off. And we're going to see them potentially try.
Zergling trying to dunk a little bit there up top to help that wave along. But we do still have Azmodan coming in mid here. He has his Demonic Invasion just came up. We have Rainer's ult. Everybody's ult is up right now. So this is probably going to be the last team fight here. I know the pre-workout power is probably going to try to drag this, this Punisher to the bottom lane, which is exactly what they're doing here. But Slug is over there looking for a Buried Alive.
Yeah, Mason Blaze going in for the engage onto the Thanatos. That Riptire connecting onto him. He is getting chunked down. He's going to use those Hellgate to reposition, but a huge Entomb once again. Down goes Anduin and Junkrat. In turn, Slug Hunter falling, but he's going to take down four members now going down on the side of pre-workout power, and the core is starting to fall. And the Thanatos, the only one left up on the Blaze, and he just can't defend hard enough. This is going to be a win. This is going to be a win here for We Take It the Awayeth in the first game.
I want to point out, Jazzy, that top keep on the side of We Take It the Awayeth was hanging on by a thread. They actually managed to dunk a couple of times to save it. But I don't know what happened there. I think it was just a Punisher jumping onto two of the members of Pre-Workout Power, and then we saw Slug Hunter drop his Entomb right on them, followed by an Apocalypse, and that just deleted both, I believe it was Junkrat and Anduin there. And from then on, it was just a clear-cut victory, a path to victory. Woo, that was exciting.
The Entombs in the late game there after Buried Alive were picked up.
Yeah.
Really impactful. There was
the
last two team fights were just Slug getting some big Entombs onto some very key characters, Anduin, to really help his team secure a couple kills and then just kind of run it down from there.
How even the kills are, by the way, 15 to 15.
Yeah. Hanzo damage really pumping it out here, though. In comparison, you see like Zergling with only 57k. Which I think is even kind of still a lot considering he was split pushing a ton.
That's true. I felt a little bit bad actually for Infrared because he was, you could see the struggle, the Raynor struggle to step up and do things when there's so many things that are threatening you. They had the Blaze, they had the Mei, and then there was the Junkrat. So, you just see Raynor getting deleted pretty often early on in the team fights there with like Diablo and Weary Mason Blaze and Weary living for a while. It was interesting. It was a little bit worrying midway through this match because we did see the first few Punishers go over to the side of Pre-Workout Power.
They were looking very strong in the early game.
Yeah,
we saw them taking down all of the forts, kind of pressuring some of the keeps on the side of We Take It the Awayeth. And We Take It the Awayeth had a long moment where they just kind of needed to sit back, play slow, catch up on experience so that they could win these late game fights. I'm sure they were saying in chat, we just got to play for 20, we just got to play for 20, and they did just that.
Exactly. That was exactly what happened there. They hit their level 20s. They were actually pretty careful about not getting picked off right before that 20. But as soon as that 20 hit, we saw how Pre-Workout Power was looking to get that team fight, but the Entomb just secured the kills for them, and that gave them the opportunity to turn the game completely around. And from then on, it was just a complete, I guess, not exactly a steamroll, but close to that, Is there a lobby, by the way?
Yeah, we do have a lobby up right now. I'm just going to quickly update the map overlay for you guys and give you a rundown here where we're going for game number 2. This looks like it's going to be a map pick likely from the side of We Take It the Awayeth. I'm just kind of waiting to see if they update the lobby. Let me ask real quick. First pick.
Please, Thritis.
But let's pop on over. There we go. Okay, yeah, this is a map pick from the side of We Take It the Awayeth. That we're going to be heading to Towers of Doom. Pre-Workout Power have opted for let me fix that really quickly. There we go. Pre-Workout Power have opted for first pick after losing game number 1. And let me update the score really quickly for you guys as well. We Take It the Awayeth up 1 in the series after a win on Infernal Shrines. If you guys didn't know, the maps banned out this evening. Sky Temple and Dragonshire banned out on the side of Pre-Workout Power. We Take It the Awayeth have banned out Cursed Hollow and Brax's Holdout. Okay, Plassie, we're on to Towers of Doom. Casters are ready.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited to see how these teams are going to play on Towers of Doom here. Always a good map to see. Towers of Doom is one of those maps where, to the end, if they both have 1 HP, it can get very exciting.
Yeah,
we saw how,
The nice thing about Towers of Doom is, winning an altar doesn't really give you any experience advantage, no XP gained there. So even though your core shots might be very low, your XP, your talent tiers can be pretty even, which means that there's still opportunities for you to come back if you're playing from behind. Heroes that we could potentially look out for, things that have decent poke for interrupt on the altar. Things that also, in the off lane, you typically like to run some kind of double soaking offlaner that can soak both mid and top for the team and leave the 4-man bottom. But you might also see these teams opt to pick something up that is decent at rotating to look for ganks onto offlaners as well.
Do you think we're going to be seeing something like Zul, Dehaka, maybe D.Va, Samuro?
Zul probably not, unless these teams are feeling like super spicy and want to run like a main tank Zul or something weird like that.
So you're telling me that Zul isn't very meta right now?
Well, here's the issue with Zul is he has very low survivability, and when you're playing in the off lane, there's a very likely chance, especially if you're playing something like Zul, that they're gonna try to gank you, and he doesn't really have any way to disengage. He can drop a bone prison and try to walk away. He's just very vulnerable to getting ganked. So you see typically in the off lanes, things that do have good survivability. Leoric, who can Wraith walk out. Hogger, who can just go ahead and spin on out and be unstoppable. You might see... you could see Dehaka. He has decent survivability with his Burrow and his Essence. We could see a Blaze as well.
We have a little bit of predictions in the chat. We have somebody asking for Vikings. We have Thelma the Owl predicting Probius. I don't know what they did to Probius on the recent patch. I'm not sure if they nerfed him. I wasn't really paying attention to the patch, but do you think we're ever going to see that in Storm Div?
I'm pretty sure there's a player on one of these teams that plays him. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's not impossible. I don't think, there's not a 0% chance, we could see him. I don't know if we will see him though.
Oh, people are saying that it was a mini buff on Probius, but we have Junkrat getting picked up by any problem yet again. So on a map like Towers of Doom, I feel like Junkrat is going to be quite annoying to have to deal with, especially if he goes to double, traps, roots, a level 13. Oh, well, there you go. We have the Blaze.
He is annoying to deal with. He has good poke. He can set up for these objectives with his concussion mines and his traps around them as well. So I'm not really surprised to see him getting picked up this early in the draft. Falstad picked up for We Taketh Awayeth. And if you notice the roles here, Plasty, who's locked in what?
Well, it looks like Zergling is going to be playing a tank here. Slug Hunter is going to be on a DPS. So they're actually changing things around. And we do have a Genji prediction from chat from Thelma the Owl, and we do see a Genji, so good job on that prediction, I suppose.
Yeah, I can't say I'm even surprised to see that either, because I know that CPX likes to play Genji. He was touched in the patch today, and he got a decent enough buff. So I don't think anyone in this lobby is surprised.
Well, we have the Anduin ban there. I guess Mocha was being very annoying with it, but let's see who the next ban is going to be. The final ban for this draft. Right Wing. Always a good one to ban on a map like Towers of Doom.
So I think this Blaze is going to be an offlane Blaze, and we're going to be seeing Zergling playing in the offlane for this match. That's not too surprising. Zergling has previously played offlane, so a little bit of role swapping here, which I was kind of expecting to see from We Taketh Awayeth this evening.
Oh! Rhaegar. How bad were the the nerfs to Rhaegar?
I think it was mostly like totem stuff that was touched. I think I don't think the nerfs to him super made him I think it kind of just put him in a spot where you don't have to necessarily ban him, but he's not a terrible healer anymore, if that makes sense. Sergeant Scoops, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from Scoops stream. We're here casting Storm Division match between Pre-Workout Power and We Taketh Awayeth. You might recognize quite a few of these players if you guys are CCL fans. There's quite a few of them in this lobby.
Do you see how they basically swapped Leoric and Stukov over to the side of Pre-Workout Power? They're probably going to try and do similar combos here with Garrosh getting a toss into an Entomb into a silence on the ground. But I suppose we'll see how this is going to work out. Um, I'm wondering if it's going to be Sanctification or Judgment here, actually.
I think too, this could be not the easiest game for Garrosh here. There's not really anything that sets him up for engages. There's nothing that's really going to speed him forward to find the tosses he needs. And when you are looking at your targets to toss, you know, you throw Tyrael, you throw Blaze, likely they're both surviving. They both have ways to just turn around or get out, or ways to survive.
Falstad can just E out.
Yeah,
Greymane can also E out.
Falstad can E out. Greymane probably the likely target that we need to worry about here, because if he goes into Worgen...
But then you have to also notice that
Rhaegar should never be playing so far forward that he's getting tossed by Garrosh in the first place.
I was also about to say that he has his cleanse at his trait now.
Yeah,
so that's going to be even worse of a problem.
Yeah, and this is Weary Day playing Rhaegar as well, so I'm expecting these cleanses to be kind of on point from him. But yeah, I think it might be a little bit difficult here for Garrosh to find the picks they need. So there's some comfort picks on the side of pre-workout power once again with CPX playing as Genji. But I'm not sure how this one's gonna play out. I'm gonna give it to we take it the Awayeth. What are your thoughts, Plasty?
Well, it all depends on how well pre-workout power are going to be able to set up those wombo combos. They do have a Junkrat to help a little bit with some CC, so if they can find that, then you know they might have the opportunity here to actually get some wins. CPX, being the slippery Genji that he usually is.
My one worry is in this like early game while Zergling's offlaning the majority of the time. I'm curious to see if they have issues finding picks, because they really don't have much CC in the 4-man.
That's why I'm thinking it's probably going to be a Judgment here.
Weary, I just said he'll never be playing far enough forward to get picked.
But we have any problem getting... Oh, the toss! The friendly toss. Oh, and the cocktail finishes it off, but we have Infrared a little bit in trouble here. But we have the shield from Mason Blaze to help him along. Yes.
Look at CPX though. He's coming down here. He wants to try and find some ganks on the way out. But it looks like they're all going to be okay here. Not low enough for him to go in and try to do a trade.
It looks like Leoric is actually trying to do a bit of a double soak for pre-workout power here. Meanwhile, we have Zergling and Slug Hunter taking a lane for themselves. So this is interesting to see. They do have both sides of their, both sides are trying to pick up their camps. Sorry, there you go, the pumpkins. No invasion is about to happen because both camps are taken at about the same time.
Let's see if Vince is going to try to get some tosses into that back line here, but instead goes for Mason Blaze. He's just able to reposition quite easily out of that. CPX rotating down with Zergling here, making it a 4v4 as Falstad and Leor continue to soak it out. Both these teams kind of looking to try and clear out these sappers in the bottom lane. We're going to see Genji make a rotation onto Slug Hunter here. Hits that deflect. Slug's turning back around, though. Unfortunately, not quite able to finish him off. Both of them walking away from that engage. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, those sappers cleared out. Zergling, Vince eating a bit of damage to do it, but nothing too major happening.
You know, something that I've noticed from high-level play is they always end up running out of mana. They always have low health, but they always manage to get away. Like, it amazes me how they manage to do that so many times. We have Infrared solo defending over here, but ooh, he's gonna manage to walk in. Squeak on by that done from Garrosh, but we have a concussion mine landing onto him. Boops him a little bit further away into his fort there.
Weary really needs to be careful about when he's biting in on Rhaegar. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to here. I just don't think you're ever allowed to here into a Garrosh.
And a Sukop.
Yeah, and a Junkrat that can just chuck a concussion mine behind you when you try to run away. This is the first altars coming up here. It's going to be one in mid, two in the top here. Typically, you see the offlaners just trade those top two altars. Genji is kind of positioned between the lanes. I'm interested to see. Okay, he's going to come down to mid, and it's going to be a 4v4 down here.
That was a very clutch interrupt there by Slug Hunter, but now he's a little bit in trouble. He doesn't have his E to help him out anymore. They do trade it out. A Falstad for a Junkrat. Meanwhile, the rest of the teams are still fighting here with Nathanatos making his way down. CPX is a little low. Weary Day also pretty low here. There goes the friendly toss but I think they're managing to walk away from this situation. Meanwhile, Blaze is slowly making his way down while also pushing up top lane. I think they're still going to be able to fight over this.
Yeah, he's found his team level 7s now. Slug Hunter's flying in. Lior's gone back to soaking, so they're looking to just chase down the members of pre-workout Power right now. Vince getting chunked down. This is the kill target. He's going to pop that unstoppable. See if that can help him a little bit here. He is managing to survive. Nathanatos coming in on the flank here. It's going to be CPX to fall first. Nathanatos in that back line now.
Weird Day trying to cap this objective while at the same time his team is picking up the camp here. Mason Blaze trying to prevent the interruptions, but when Nathanatos is really looking for them, and we have the Junkrat, you know, he can just keep tossing those grenades one at a time to try and prevent the cap. Leoric does fall there. We didn't see it on the screen, but Greymane was able to take him down. And now we have the objective getting capped before we take it away, taking the score down to 32 and 36 respectively. Falstad's in danger? Never mind. Falstad walks away. Did Very Day go damage?
He went with Ghost or Feral Heart.
Yeah, Feral Heart.
It says Ghost Wolf. He went Ghost Wolf.
Yeah.
He went Feral Heart at level 1. I think this is
it's still Ghost Wolf.
Yeah, it is a Ghost Wolf.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, look at this.
There it is. There's the cleanse to prevent the toss. And Mason Blaze makes his way out. We have Zergling in the back getting rooted, but he can stun into that as Weary Day bites, and Mocha is in trouble. Slug Hunter is trying to find the kills there, does find it. Infrared is in danger. They're going to be trading. Never mind.
Bombs.
My goodness. He was dodging all of those bombs.
All of them.
And they managed to actually walk away from that situation. CPX just trying to do as much damage as he can. And there he goes, jumps back in.
A good trades here for the side of We Take It the Awayeth.
And about to get picked up by them as well.
Exactly what I was gonna say. Gus
I'm
coming
sorry.
out. No, you're fine. Gus coming out from Falstad. We have go for the throat from Greymane.
Sanctification.
From Tyrael. Bloodlust from the Rhaegar. And it's gonna be Bunker from the Blaze here. Little bit to go here until level 10s are on the online on the side of pre-workout Power. Bit of a fight breaking out over that top siege camp. Nathanatos getting very low before this.
I'm a little bit concerned over their lack of CC though on the side of We Take It Away. Maybe the gust is to help prevent, to help disengage rather. But they really don't have any hard CC. They don't have any stuns. They don't, other than Blaze.
I mean, so far they've been doing just fine finding the kills. Blaze has had some great flanks onto the back line to get them. Weary Day here getting chunked down, but CPX, catching some damage in return. You need to be careful. Blaze is showing top so that they know that all of the members of We Take It the Awayeth aren't around here, and most of the members of pre-workout Power are hanging out. Looking at the siege camp, Leo's gonna head back top to catch that wave.
Weary Day is so far forward. I'm a little bit concerned. You look at how close he is to that guard.
Ooh, look at the Gus! Maka's gonna be pushed out of position here. But here comes the sanctification.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The toss out there to keep Maka alive. Here's the taunt from Vince. They're going to end up getting the kill onto Blaze. Mason trying to walk away and is going to be the next to fall. Weary Day on the flank trying to run around to meet his team. And Entomb is going to catch Infrared in the meantime. See if they can keep him alive here. Weary Day decided to kind of rotate a little bit more dangerously in order to keep Infrared. There's the toss on a Slug. He's going to go ahead and barrel roll out and stay alive. Oh, good attempt there with the Gus. I know what they wanted to do, but it didn't quite work out. And in fact, they end up losing two on the side of We Take It the Awayeth for it. Aggressive plays, it's fun, but not always the right outcome you're looking for.
But I feel like that's how they're looking to play it every time, though. They're going to look for that Gus. They're going to Bloodlust in the middle of it. Slug Hunter is a bit in danger here. Has to find a way out. Doesn't quite make it out alive. So now we have bottom keep threatened by pre-workout Power here. Meanwhile, the two offlaners are doing their thing, double soaking. But as both of these altars come up, there is a bit of an advantage going over to the side of pre-workout Power. They might be able to delay one side for We Take It Away, since they do have a Falstad capable of just flying down. But they're already positioned here.
There's just not enough time. He's still not even back up as Maka gets the channel on that altar, and now they go for the invade onto the siege camp of We Take It. The Awayeth. Core shots, by the way, 28 to 24, and we're going to see a fight break out over this camp. Tyrael thrown back onto the camp. He wasn't able to get his sanctification off. That's
not
huge
at all.
for pre-workout power, and they...
What? The turnaround!
Classy is so excited, guys.
Just a little. I'm not biased. You're biased.
They're looking for even more kills here. Maka's gonna get caught out after running away at any problem. The only one to survive on the side of pre-workout power. We're gonna see the members of We Take It the Awayeth look to shove down this bottom bell tower now. They have the sappers to help them out here. They're gonna get that front wall down, so these will be running straight into the tower, and this should be a free keep for them.
A free keep indeed, and it is the bottom keep, which is the best keep to hang on to on this map. And now We Take It the Awayeth have a significant advantage. They're going to try to get this bottom pumpkin sapper camp. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. And they're going to try to probably hang on to this bottom keep here. Weary day! Weary day! Weary day! Never mind.
That's illegal.
That's illegal.
Yeah, they're not really in position to defend this. Mason Blaze is here, Weird Day's here, but they don't really have any damage here. They have those sappers that could potentially look to walk in, maybe get an extra shot or two, but I don't think they'll find it with Junkrat and
they found Blaze on the side of pre-workout power. They were pushing down mid lane there.
CPX was just 1v3ing?
Yeah.
And we missed it?
Yes. I feel like it was more so Blaze was probably tanking that
tower shots.
Sorry. Yeah, the tower shots.
Yeah, this is kind of a rough spot for We Take It the Awayeth to be in. Mason Blaze getting tossed in. There's the Gust coming out as well as Entomb being popped. And Thanatos able to walk away just barely here. And Vince is now in a bit of trouble. All eyes are on him. He's going to pop the Unstoppable, try to walk out here. CPX is looking to try and find some kills here onto Infrared. There's the deflect, and that's going to help him find what he was looking for, and down goes the Greymane.
I saw Weary Day looking to bite that that Genji. He was like, oh, he's so low. But then he changed his mind. Okay, we still have 4 members of We Take It the Awayeth looking to potentially try and prevent the cap here. There goes Mason Blaze throwing his Eldraine Smite into the objective. Blaze gets tossed and goes down. Not enough time for Mason Blaze to pop his Sanctification there. And it looks like they're just going to have to give the objective here. A little sketchy.
Sanct
a little bit sketchy.
But Blaze
but it wasn't fast enough. Blaze died.
Blaze had his bunker up though, and I don't know why he didn't pop it.
I think he got stunned.
Saving it for next.
Taunted.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, saving it for next fight.
We do have pre-workout power getting the score down 28 to 21, but they also managed to cap that bottom keep back. Blaze is still down, so I don't know if this is a good idea, but we have Gust on our side. We have Holy
Look
Ground.
at Slug Hunter's positioning here. He's gonna I thought he was gonna gust them off. Now he's gonna use it.
It was so sad. I was like waiting for it. I was waiting with bated breath.
By
also,
the way,
Arrow, thank you so much for the raid.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Arrow raiding with Party 18. Welcome everybody from Arrow's stream. We're here casting Storm Div game tonight between pre-workout power and We Take It Away. Look at this Entomb coming out from the Thanatos. We're gonna see the Bloodlust pop and the bunker used to be able to get out of Entomb. They find a pick on a Falstad though. Slug Hunter down once again. They're trying to get some counter kills. Maka's getting incredibly low, but is that kill going to be worth it here? Look at the health bars on the side of We Take It the Awayeth. Greymane's going to go down, and the rest of the members are incredibly low as they try to disengage from this. The Thanatos going in looking for the slow, but it does not connect. Zergling standing in his fire to give himself some healing here. Now looking for a bit of an engage on Vince. They drop the totem to slow him down, but they just don't have the damage. With both Greymane and Falstad down, they're going to have trouble finding some kills.
Look at how quickly the tides turn on Towers of Doom here. Earlier, just before this last team fight, We Take It the Awayeth was ahead in EXP, but now, you know, 2 shrines are coming up top. 1 shrine, altar is coming up in bottom. I don't know which they're going to be fighting for, but look at Junkrat already in trouble. Zergling in the backline, just trying to find the skill. Weary Day as well. Zergling's gonna get tossed. The cleanse wasn't quite enough. Mason Blaze manages to actually, cap that bottom objective. So they traded their Blaze for
This realm
2 objectives
is
essentially,
mine.
because I think Falstad managed to cap top. So that brings the score to 20-17.
Enough of this charade. Bring down the
Whole level XP
Gravekeeper's
lead here too on the
core.
side of pre-workout power, but still fairly close game. We're gonna see the sappers picked up over on the side of pre-workout power. Let's see if they're gonna try to walk these in, maybe secure a bell tower of their own in this bottom lane. Right now, just Greymane around to help defend this push in, and he's not even the best range on him either. So it's a little scary to even be playing Greymane into Garrosh. A shield out from Tyrael to kind of give those minions a little bit of a health pool to survive, and now Slug Hunter is here to help as well. They need to be careful stepping into that Garrosh toss range. All 5 members now rotated down from pre-workout power to walk in these sappers. They really want this bottom 4.
They do. But we have Blaze looking for a flank here. If they want to fight, they have to do it now. 20 is going to be getting picked up here soon. Zergling tries to stun CPX there, but CPX manages to dash away. I think they're just going to go for the camps, or the camp here in this situation.
Rise from the depths.
Mason Blaze trying to prevent anybody from coming in. He has holy ground. They do pick up the camp, but they still really need to get this fight right now, Jazzy.
Their window of opportunity is quickly closing here with level 20s on the horizon for pre-workout power. Garrosh having to pop that unstoppable
Slug.
to walk away, and Slug getting picked on by CPX once again.
CPX is just a bully. Just kidding. Oh, we have any problem in danger. Oh, he does fall. They find the kill that they need to help with this level 20 advantage from pre-workout power here. They do have the pumpkins pushing down onto that bottom keep as well. They just cap bottom rather than waiting for that tower to go down though. So it's 16-17. Very even game so far, but there is a 20 advantage, so I don't know how this is
There's the
going to work out.
Bloodlust coming out from Rhaegar. Huge taunt there from the Garrosh. Oh my goodness,
God!
it's a bit of a bloodbath, but Sanctification is going to keep the members of We Taketh Awayeth alive. Falstad goes down, Junkrat as well, and they found a second kill now onto Genji. Vince, incredibly low, but he's able to walk away. Weary Day looks like he's thinking about it, but yeah, don't do it. They do secure that bottom 4, but look what's happening top here. Nathanatos once again split pushing, has that camp to help him push in top, and this fort is looking like it is going to fall. Blaze is rotating up here to try and shut this down. I'm interested to see if
might
they
be
can
able
maybe...
to. They're trading it down though.
It's not a bad trade here. They're keeping
Yeah,
top
not at
fort
all.
alive. They're getting mid fort in the meantime. I don't know if they
Bot
have
is
enough...
going to go down.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough time to rotate back down and continue to defend bottom. But
But they can potentially position for the camp.
Yes, and looking at the map too, the next 2 altars are top part of the map. There's 1 on each side in top, so it's not like holding that bottom for this next objective is that big of a deal. They did start up that siege camp, but that was pretty quickly sniffed out by pre-workout power, so they're just going to let that one go over. The unfortunate thing here is they let that bell tower go over to pre-workout power, and look at the health left on the bell tower in the bottom lane of We Taketh Awayeth. These sappers are going to secure this fort during objective.
They're looking to fight here though before they do anything. Do we have Gust upgrade? We do. So this is going to be interesting to see whether Slug Hunter can find those wind tunnels that can really secure the kills. Zergling accidentally clicking on the objective, but we have the silencing entomb there. We have any problem popping his old Sanctification goes, but it's not quite fast enough, and there goes Slug Hunter. Gust him away. My goodness.
Yeah, they just got to walk away from that one. That's not really the fight they wanted to have happen. In that really tight choke with the Buried Alive picked up on Leoric, it's very scary to fight in there. And we saw both of the tanks, the people that have those tools that keep their team alive with the Sanctification, with the bunker, just shut down because they were stuck in the silence. So there's going to be a boss over to the side of pre-workout power.
Until the boss happened. That's bad too. That's 1 tower living in mid lane for We Taketh Awayeth. So they have to cap bottom back really fast. Otherwise, there's a potential for a 6 cap. But it looks like they're going to be able to get that bottom keep back over to their side. They're looking to go back to top, but there are sappers. So I don't know how this is going to play out, Jazzy. They need to really use their heads here to prevent any more keeps turning.
Yeah, right now, pre-workout power kind of has them on the run, just capping fort after fort. We have Falstad working on trying to take top fort back. Mid fort, they set up enough of a defense that it'll stay in favor of we take it away. The bottom fort eats those 3 sappers and is now incredibly low once again. They're going to hold on to it for now, but it really isn't going to take too much for them to secure it on the side of pre-workout power. And look at...
Looks like they are just going to do that now.
This is a 6 cap. 6 cap coming in here. Falstad's still working on taking top.
Falstad, you can do it, I believe! I'm not biased, you are.
We're going to see those shots start to rain.
I think those were 2 shots. Was it 2 shots?
Yep.
Yeah, so 2 shots made it through. We do have level 20s picked up, 12-6 on the scoreboard. They need to find something here. Oh,
there's the Bloodlust coming out from Rhaegar. Vince getting incredibly low. Popsy unstoppable. He's going to go down. Bunker dropped on the Blaze. Nobody's set up to channel this objective. We're going to see Falstad fly straight down there to look to collapse onto Maka and any problem. Infrared, he is in there shredding Maka down, but it's going to be Junkrat the next to fall. He's on the chase though, and they find the kill onto Stukov as well. Blaze goes down in return. CPX in that backline. Thanatos trying to come down to help him out. He's already used his deflect though, and he is going to be the 4th person to fall on the side of pre-workout power. With Thanatos so low here, gonna retreat under the tower that he currently owns, but that'll be a full team wipe.
We have the ping coming out right there. Cap the bottom, keep back. They might look to send Falstad mid. Yeah, they want to get these bell towers back before they cap that bottom to get the maximum score that they can get, which is 4, before they go ahead.
They might
cap.
even grab this
look to
other,
get, yeah.
I think they're gonna grab this other fort as well while they're at it. Likely, you know, there's going to be Greyrosh coming up in a few seconds, but not enough of the members to come up to really contest this bottom altar in time. Especially with Greymane, he really does that siege damage.
Rawr, rawr. You know, that's how I imagine him go. Every time he swipes with his claws, I just imagine a rawr. Well, there you go. We have bottom keep. We have mid keep capped back on the side of we take it away. And there goes the objective getting capped. So that brings the score of 7-6. Very close game here so far. I know. When does the boss come back? That boss is in 2 minutes. I don't know if that's even going to come back into play at all. But they need to defend bottom lane here from the sappers. So that's exactly what's going to happen. They need to maybe send Blaze. They need to do something here. See whether they can get a wipe onto this side of pre-workout power.
They are all sitting with ultimates up on both sides here. So this could be a major fight about to break up as they look to defend these sappers from walking in on bottom lane. Falstad's working on another camp for now, and Lior continuing to just kind of clear lanes out and get the waves in a position where if they do go for a kill, maybe they look for a 6 cap again.
Oh, weird.
I think something to note too going into this next objective is there is 2 altars up, so they're going to have to, they can, you know, each take an altar, and this game goes to 2 shots to whatever, it depends on what bell towers are left, like, but the game still continues past them. But if one of these teams is able to cap both these altars, it could mean game over. CPX is on this flank looking for something. Zergling and Slug Hunter sniffing that out. There's Vince going for the toss onto Zergling. That's kind of where he wanted to be. The massive shove coming out from Maka, though, to disengage.
Remember, we have Wind Tunnel on Falstad here. If he can find a really good one, these pumpkins are going in.
Oh, Zergling going for the stun here. Any problem using that concussion mine to back up out of that fight?
I heard one
6 to
pumpkin
6.
go in.
Yeah,
6 to 6.
You did hear one go in. It's 6 to 6 now in core shots. And this is a great place where we take it away. They are forcing the enemy team to rotate through this choke. There's the silence out. Bunker used as well here. Falstad channeling that bottom altar. Should go over in just a moment. In the meantime, Bloodlust is going to be popped on the Rhaegar. 5v4 until Falstad can join here. There's the Sanctification coming out to keep the team alive, though. Falstad looking for the Gust. Can he find it? Thanatos pinned to the wall here, but tossed out by Garrosh. The rest of the team looking at Maka and Any Problem. They just need this altar to win. Weary Day going for the channel. Can Any Problem get the poke they need? Can Thanatos get the poke they need here? He does find it! Thanatos is going to die for it, though. And the rest of the members of pre-workout power are trying to come in here to stop this game from ending. Zergling in a real bad spot. He's going to go down. Look at that silence dropped as well. Mason Blaze getting incredibly low. Slug Hunter turning on to Vince. All eyes are on the tank of pre-workout power as he will be the next to fall. Maka left up. Any Problem left up here. Trying to finish out this fight. Slug Hunter flanking flanking the Junkrat to try and find that kill as Mason Blaze so incredibly low. He's going to walk away to try and hit that fountain. They still have a healer and a damage dealer up on the side of pre-workout power to continue to poke this out.
About to come up as well. Yep, Mocha's in trouble here. Oh dear.
Look at... And they managed to find that kill. Maka's going to go down. Any problem left alone here. And this should be a game number 2 here to the side. Oh, Nathanatos back up now, though. I don't think you create enough space for Genji to come in.
You do not. But
maybe CPX is going to...
Maybe? He's going to go with his ult there. Oh, no. Oh my god, he missed. But there he goes. He falls. And that's a wipe.
Now it's GG.
Now it's GG.
A very, very...
I like the victory bloodlust. And the victory sanctification.
That was a great stand at the end from the side of Pre-Workout Power to try to keep this game alive here. But game number 2 will be going over to the side of We Taketh Awayeth.
That was a very exciting game. There would be like a team that would get a tiny bit of an advantage, and then the next thing you know, something happens and they're completely even again. There was a 6 gap that happened. We Taketh Awayeth actually managed to turn it around and win the game. It's just pretty impressive how everything, everybody's playing at the top of their game here. Well, as far as I can tell.
Remember I said at the beginning of the game, Weary Day shouldn't ever be tossed? We only saw the one toss on him. Look, he's the only player with 0 deaths in the game. By the way.
Look. Well, I guess he listened to us yelling, "It's illegal."
Look at the damage Junkrat popped out in this game. Even Genji almost putting in 100k of damage as well. This is a pretty high death game for the side of Pre-Workout Power. Even We Taketh Awayeth had a decent amount of deaths for this level of play. 15 to 25. You don't usually see that many deaths in this level of play, but it was a very, very fun match to cast, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the talents here while we're waiting. I believe this is a best of 5 series, so we should have another lobby coming up here in a moment. We saw last game the Leoric over on the side of We Taketh Awayeth. They got the Buried Alive, and that was getting them a lot of value to turn the late game on Infernal Shrines. This time around, we had it over on the side of Pre-Workout Power, also going with the Buried Alive. He got the value in the one team fight where they were fighting in the choke for the altar and top lane. But after that, we didn't really see the value that we probably would have liked to see out of it. He didn't find the big entombs. The sanctifications were coming out perfectly to keep
there was
the team
also
alive.
bunkers.
Exactly, and there was also the bunkers. And the nice thing too about bunker is before Buried Alive, you can either drop bunker in the entomb or just outside of the entomb, and the targets can get in and jump out to be on the other side of the entomb as well. So there's enough counterplay on the side of We Taketh Awayeth to deal with entomb up until 20. And then once you get 20, you really have to be careful about which targets you're looking at. Any other thoughts here? What do you think about Go for the Throat over?
Feel like Go for the Throat didn't get as much value as we wanted it to get. Maybe I saw one reset out of everything, because there was always a very, very clutch shield from somebody. I don't know. There was a clutch shield on Garrosh or some heal from Stukov that was landing and actually preventing those Go for the Throats from happening. But I feel like it was good enough to take their HP down low for the rest of the team to secure it. You know what I'm really impressed by in this whole situation is the fact that they really managed to win this without any real CC aside from Blaze and the Gust.
Yeah, level 20 Gust helps a bit. We did see it split the members of Pre-Workout Power on that last objective. You saw half the team going over into the sapper area and the other half getting split, having to go up through top lane. And that's really what kind of snowballed that team fight. With the team split on 2 sides, they were able to collapse and find the picks they were looking for here. One last thing I wanted to touch on here, because chat was touching on it a bit as well, is the Rhaegar build. Weary actually would build Rhaegar pretty similar to this pre-totem nerfs. So I'm not too surprised to see him pick this here. But no totem for Rhaegar this time around. But again, I mean, I've seen him go very similar builds in CCL and stuff, so and scrims before, so I'm not too surprised to see it here. And with the totem nerfs, I don't see why you wouldn't go for a build more like that.
I also feel like the level 16 with the percent damage on Rhaegar actually helped him out there a bit when he was going into bite against the Leoric, going into bite against the Garrosh there.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know how much value he really got out of it though, because like we were saying, he can't really go in to bite that often.
not too far
into that team, especially not into Garrosh.
Illegal.
I'm gonna let them know we're ready. But we'll give you guys a rundown. Let me update that score really quickly too. We take it away up 2-0 in the series. We're getting ready for game number 3, and game number 3 is going to be played on Tomb of the Spider Queen here.
I love this map. I'm pretty sure we're not going to see them turtling on this map like we usually see on Girls Gang Squad, but
it's actually pretty common for games to go well to 20 in Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Yeah.
So we might see that. I think Tomb of the Spider Queen is a map where games can honestly go to like 30 minutes because you end up in a position where you can't really turn in because there's no structures or anything to make a turn in safe for you without super overextending. And you're like past level 20s, really the only thing to do is like a boss or maybe fight for no reason. So you kind of just end up in these stalemates where like teams are like, well, we have a turn in, but is it worth it to try and die for it? Or do we know we're just going to bait a boss?
Well, we do have Vala getting banned here first. Johanna also banned. I feel like Johanna's just always a ban.
Yeah, well, you know what? She wasn't touched. She wasn't touched in the patch. We were expecting, and a lot of people wanted Joe nerfs in the patch, and it didn't happen. So she's still, I'm going to continue to expect to see her as ban priority in these games.
I mean, they did already nerf her, but she's still really strong post nerfs. So it's just interesting to see how these teams also have to adapt without the Johanna. We're seeing a lot of different heroes getting picked, but I'm wondering if we're going to see Diablo on a map like this again. So many walls.
Definitely potential ban. Rhaegar is up and available here if pre-workout Powah wants to try it out for a game.
True. Though I wonder who would play Rhaegar here. Oh, well, there goes the Junkrat, part 3.
Yeah, they have been prioritizing Junkrat all night long. This has been their first pick every single series here. So again, not surprised to see any problem opt for it in game 3. I will say though, they have yet to come out with a win yet. So maybe switching it up wouldn't have been the worst idea.
I mean, I feel like just the fact that they have Junkrat on maps like these is pretty good, but we have Yrel getting picked up alongside Brightwing.
This is going to be a Slug Hunter Yrel, by the way, so Zergling maybe onto damage here for game number 3. Slug back to off laning, but Weary Day sticking to that heal role.
I will fight to my last.
I find it kind of interesting that they're opting to go for Brightwing over things like Rhaegar, Anduin, maybe even Decker.
Well, there is the Rhaegar getting picked up by Mocha. We have Diablo getting picked up by Vince here. So I'm interested to see how they're going to counter this on the side of We Take It Away. Maybe they have a strategy in mind.
Maybe they grabbed the Brightwing because they're like, Vince is gonna go Diablo. Like this Diablo is a very comfort pick for Vince. So they're like, Vince is gonna go Diablo. We know that, so let's grab the Brightwing now. We can at least polymorph him whenever he tries to engage. Taketh is still up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Taketh ban here from pre-workout Powah, and there it is.
There it is. Taketh never gets to see action whenever there's a Diablo on the team. That's just how it is.
I was like, there's not a lot of We Take It Away as draft showing right now, so I'm kind of interested to see where they go from here. I'm going to assume Mason Blaze is going to continue to tank Infrared on a DPS and Zergling kind of flexing here.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Okay. We have a Sylvanas getting picked up by Infrared, Muradin getting picked up by Mason Blaze here. I'm just waiting to see what Zergling is going to take to round out this draft. But do you think we're going to see Nazeebo on his best map?
It's circling. We could.
That's what I'm thinking.
Could see Asmo again. Who knows? You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what
never
you're
know.
gonna get with those guys.
Ooh, okay. We have a
Oh.
Tracer and a Malthael.
All right. Things to note. Tracer just got nerfed, but Malthael just got buffed.
They nerfed Tracer again, as if she
Yeah.
wasn't already in a bad enough
they
spot.
did. I don't think she was in a bad spot. She was actually performing very
Oh,
well
really?
on high levels of play. Yeah. So I wasn't particularly surprised to see Tracer nerfed here. She was getting banned a ton in CCL. I am interested to see how Malthael performs here.
Ooh,
You got,
Genji into Tracer.
Zergling going with Genji here.
Okay, okay. I'm pretty sure CPX knows how to press H though, so.
You just can you can just hit reload
Yep, yep.
on Tracer. Genji deflects as well, as long as you have an empty.
That's true.
Any bullets missing. I've never seen Zergling's Genji before, so I'm kind of excited for this one. Let's pop on over.
We're about
to
to
us.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of these drafts here? Do you have one that you prefer over the other?
Not particularly. I feel like both of them are kind of unconventional in, they have Tracer, they have Genji, they have... I don't know how I feel. I don't know who I favor.
Mm.
Do you have somebody you favor? Aside from the fact that it's Wild Heart. Yo, CPX, what the build?
Oh no, Zergling's saying I haven't played Genji since 2018. Oh no. Okay. Honestly, I'm not too sure. I wanted to play some Malthael before I got into casting, but I was just busy doing so many other things that I never got a chance to. I will say though,
You won't have Manatee.
looking at like the wave clear on the side of pre-workout Power, Tracer doesn't really have that great a wave clear. Genji's is just okay. So they maybe especially once Sylvanas has her level 4, you might see them kind of falling behind just on wave clear. I think it'll depend. I'm expecting the Thanatos to be in the off lane because that's really their only good wave clear and not in the 4-man. I don't know.
Oh.
I think we take it the way of just 3-0s here. That's what I'm calling for.
Okay.
What do you want? You want a game 4? Callie doesn't.
I'm
She's
down
whining.
for whatever. All I'm saying is it's lunchtime for me.
I don't know. I don't know if Zergling is being serious and saying that he hasn't played Genji since 2018. That's a long time.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's true. 2018 was, 4 years ago? So Genji has gone through a lot of... I don't know. Has he actually been nerfed, buffed, anything at all? Any attention paid to him whatsoever?
He was buffed in the patch that just came out, so...
Oh,
yeah.
I see. Okay.
Hang on.
I
you
clearly
take
read the
over,
patch.
Take over casting for a second. Callie's whining. I gotta get her
Oh,
dealt
alright.
with.
Well, looks like we just have both teams rotating. Malthael going to take that bruiser camp on the side of pre-workout Power, while the rest of We Take It Away with make their rotations mid and bottom. Everybody is going over to cap this bottom siege camp. Slug Hunter and Zergling particularly are working on it, but CPX, I think, snuffed them out. He's going. There goes the smack on CPX, but CPX just goes and dashes away.
Sorry.
Oh, well...
I'm sorry.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
a little sketchy for CPX. He really wants to try and get that back, but instead, he has to walk out as Rhaegar was trying to clear the wave in mid lane.
Okay, I'm back. I apologize. Callie is being a bit of a pain in the butt right now.
I love the sound that Uriel makes whenever she's waiting to smack somebody. There's just like this holy noise.
You see that bruiser camp on the side of
Zergling
pre-workout Power pushing?
Getting rooted there, but there goes the deflect. He has to make his way out, and there it is. Alongside the phase shift from Brightwing, he gets to see his HP back, and there goes CPX. Down he goes. But the bottom tower, the second tower on mid lane has gotten destroyed by the bruiser camp. So maybe that push wasn't too bad. The Thanatos a little bit in trouble here.
It looks like they're going
the
for
miss.
the gank here. He's going to be able to kind of juke that, get behind the wall to survive. These teams still collecting these gems, both pretty even on that gem pickup, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Zergling low, though.
We have Slug Hunter actually managing to get his his gems in because Diablo took 1 second or half a second too long to press his W key.
Oh,
there goes the
Vince
polymorph
going
onto
in
Diablo.
for the engage with the polymorph to just shut that right down. They're going to continue to rotate, catch the soak here between mid and top.
I want to point out that the pre-workout Power has 44 out of their 50 gems. Meanwhile, We Take It Awayeth has the glowy sign on the bottom right, which means they already have enough to turn in and actually summon the spiders. So they are looking to very carefully, oh my goodness, turn in. But there goes Sylvanas. Down she goes. Mason Blaze jumps right out in there. I'm a little worried. They might be giving over this first objective here.
Yeah, Vince is gonna get his 26 gems in. Maka getting his gems in. They just need one more turned in on the side of pre-workout Power to find themselves their first web weaver phase of the game.
Yeah, they're just going to give that. There it goes. First web weavers going over to the side of pre-workout Power. As we see level 7s get picked up by both teams with a little bit of an EXP advantage on the side of pre-workout Power. Down goes Genji, by the way. I think he got rooted by Junkrat.
He got stunned and then flipped, and yeah, it was all over from there.
Poor Genji. He's gonna need that level 10 X strike to help him out in those situations, I think.
I'll have to see what he opts for when we get to level 10s here. Bit of an XP lead pulling out ahead here for pre-workout Power. Infrared stepping up to clear this spider. I think he's fine as long as he's not positioning in a way that Vince could look for the stun onto him, and right now he's not. He's going to clear out this web weaver. Mid-fort likely going to stay alive. That concussion mine knocking Zergling out of position here. This web weaver, a couple short hits from going down, and the members of pre-workout Power will look to focus their efforts to other lanes. Oh, CPX looking at Weary Day here. Weary Day just needs to walk away now. Oh, he's going to eat minion damage. There's no blink heal yet, so he's going to go down. He has really no way to get out of there. He hung around top alone for a little bit too long. We're going to see Mason Blaze pick up his gems here. Infrared trying to clear out the rest of that web weaver here. And there's the engagements, looking at Infrared, but not quite able to find it. Zergling back up, looking at any problem now. The totem's going to be dropped on Rhaegar, and he's just going to flip on out of there and away.
I gotta be honest, they found a lot of value off of that first objective phase. We have pre-workout Power almost to 10 here. As We Take It Awayeth is working to catch up to them. They did manage to get a little bit of damage onto mid. They took the entire top lane for it, and bottom has no more towers. So we have pre-workout Power trying to get this bottom siege camp while the rest of the team goes over to the Bruisers. Weary Day and Infrared on the other hand are taking their Bruisers on the right, while Mason Blaze is turning in to secure the first web weaver phase before We Take It Awayeth. We're going to see now whether they're going to be able to turn this around and get a lot of value out of it. They're still waiting to get their 10s here, so they have to wait a little bit before they engage. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Mid is looking a little sketch.
And I think the other thing to note too is that there's camps out for the side of pre-workout Power that are also going to have to be dealt with before they can find value. There's level 10s coming online now. Ardent Defender for URL, Blink Heal picked up on the Bright Wing, Avatar for Muradin. Slug is in there. He's jumped in the back line. Mason Blaze knocked out of position with the concussion mine. The Ardent Defender being popped here. Slug doesn't have a get out of jail free card anymore, but the phase shift is going to come in to keep him alive. This mid web weaver though getting cleared up pretty easily before even hitting this front wall gate, or at least it should. Maybe it'll get one wave here, but it's already incredibly low.
The wave.
Yeah, it is gonna get it. I'm surprised. Any problem actually eating a bit of damage off that. There's a bomb out from Tracer connecting onto Mason Blaze. He's still holding on to the Avatar here. He can pop that, and there we go. It's going to come out. Lightning Breath being used by Vince right now to try and chunk down Mason Blaze. There's the Ancestral Heal being forced on Maka. X-Strike used on Genji there as well to put out some damage. Slug Hunter knocking back some of the members, but he's in trouble now, and he's likely going to be falling here.
They were buying a little bit of space, or creating a little bit of space and buying a little bit of time for the top lane to get a little bit of damage onto that fort. But it doesn't look like they're going to find as much value as pre-workout Power did with their first Web Weaver phase. And it looks like they just traded mid-fort for that, potentially. Never mind, they're going to be backing off here.
There's a turn in.
There goes the stun onto Diablo.
Yeah, it's Diablo, though. He's pretty hard to kill. There is a turn in here up and available for pre-workout Power here as well. We're going to see them hit their level 13s in a moment, so there's just a tiny window of opportunity for We Take It Away to try and force a fight on equal talent tiers. But I'm concerned for them right now that they're going to have problems trying to find the kills onto Diablo right now. There's just... Genji
they don't
does
really
nothing.
have anybody to deal with.
Yeah, he does nothing into tanks, really. And you have Sylvanas, who did pick up Overwhelming Affliction at level 1, but I find even that's not enough to, like, really chunk him down fast enough.
They also have Ancestral, so even if Diablo does get chunked down, there's still a second health bar for him there. And if he does die, there's still souls for him to get when he comes back. So this is really sketchy for We Take It Away. But I'm sure they'll figure something out. Or otherwise, you know, we'll be going to game 4 and game 5.
Yeah, I just don't think they can kill Diablo.
Uh-oh.
There's the Lightning Breath coming out, Mason Blaze jumping out of that, Jazzalene trying to put some damage out in return here.
Yep. I was a little worried for the stun there that might have happened if Diablo caught the Genji. That could have secured a kill, but it looks like they're going to be clearing
Slug Hunter's in trouble here. They are rotating in behind him, and he is split from his team.
No, there's his team. They have arrived. Oh, we missed. You know, Tracer, when she uses her E, it cancels, Ancestral.
Looking at Thanatos just shredding through the team here. Mason Blaze going to jump out. The bomb used on Tracer, but it's not going to connect onto anyone. Slug Hunter in the back line goes for the jump over the wall, but Thanatos had enough mana to follow him over the wall there. We're going to see Slug fall once again. 13's on the horizon here for We Take It Away, but still not found as they continue to defend their lanes from this push.
It looks like they're going to get a lot of damage on this bottom wall here. Meanwhile, top lane is getting cleared out. They have to make sure that that wall stays alive because that is the boss lane. They want to have as much there in the way to prevent boss push as much as possible. Looks like we have a couple of the team pre-workout Power going to take the siege camp here. Meanwhile, the rest of We Take It Away are grabbing their siege camp as Brightwing soaks that mid lane. I don't know. This is looking a little more difficult as time goes on because that EXP gap is widening, Jazzy.
Yeah, this is not the most fun position for We Take It Away to be in here. There's about a half level window where they can try and force something on equal talent tiers. But they're really having issues with this Diablo. They don't have a way to kill him. The Overwhelming Affliction just isn't enough to shred through a Diablo who's just, look, he's just standing here getting free damage on him and he's still alive. There's the X-Strike coming out here. Vince is getting healed up in the meantime. Riptire being used on Junkrat. Mason Blaze and Slug likely going to eat the damage off of this. CPX is still in the chase here looking at Slug Hunter. We're going to see Vince land the stun onto Genji. Zergling sitting with 27 gems, by the way. If he goes down, the members of We Take It Away all incredibly low. And look,
16 is
look
on
at
the
health
horizon
bars.
here.
Like, look at the health bars of pre-workout Power. They did nothing. They did nothing that entire fight, and they're all walking away with, like, full health.
This is a little sketchy. I don't know how they're going to manage to turn this around. Now 16s have gotten picked up. That's a talent tier. Arguably the best talent tier. Getting picked up by pre-workout Power. So We Take It Away has to really turtle here to try and find the time to get to the same talent tier. But boss is getting picked up. So Jazzy, this is looking a little sketchy. If I were We Take It Away here, I would be turning in to try and mitigate the damage that boss is going to be doing. Take a little bit of the focus away from all the other lanes. But Slug Hunter is in trouble. He's going to have to find his way out. He does have his ult still. He's going to pop it now. They're doing a lot of damage. There goes the Brightwing as well. I don't think I would have sent Brightwing over.
Oh, what? I don't know if Slug just misclicked on his jump there. It looked like he was trying to jump over the wall and he jumped the opposite direction. I don't know what just happened there.
That was probably what happened. It really looked like it was a bit of a misclick. Maybe his mouse was in the wrong position. Maybe he was panicking. I don't know what happened there. But look, this top keep is going down. They have spiders, but it doesn't matter. That boss is still healthy. 50% HP. Meanwhile, everybody is getting that lightning breath upon them. Oh, the deflection as Infrared is getting chased down by this Tracer. Weary Day doing his best to actually keep everybody alive. Look at the health bars here. That top keep is down. Mid Fort in return is starting to take significant damage as pre-workout Power makes their way over to try and prevent the loss of that fort.
I mean, they set up a great defense there. That could have gone way worse. That could have been game ending right there. You saw all the health bars that we take it away. It dropped so incredibly low. They just didn't finish anyone off. Instead, decided to go clear Web Weavers. The Web Weavers, by the way, get mid fort, but that's really about it. Level 16 still aren't online yet for the side of We Take It the Awayeth. We're going to see them hit it in just a moment, and they'll have another opportunity here to try and look for a fight on equal talent tiers. They just
is picked up. Right wing is soaking a little bit, top lane trying to get a little bit of that XP back, but we have the stun going on to, nope, not onto Thanatos there. Thanatos pops his ult. CPX comes in. Look at the health bars. Infrared has to try and run away, but she's probably going to fall here. Brightwing doesn't even bother to try and come. Maybe has no phase shift. I'm not sure what happened here. They just... Oh, dear.
I honestly think this is just like a draft problem here on the side of We Take It the Awayeth. They have no way to kill anything.
Yeah.
They just...
Goon in the chat saying poor Weird Day is trying to play the game and his teammates are trolling.
I think this this was a last pick Genji. You saw the entire team of pre-workout Power. You saw that they're running Diablo and you go, yeah, Genji's what we need. Maybe it's just Zergling wanting to try out Genji, but something with a bit of percent damage because they're very... see, Weary Day out of position here, trying to blink out. Mason Blaze is going to be the blink for him. Ardent Defender popped on Slug Hunter. He's going to be able to walk away. Weary Day hitting that fountain to prepare for the defense here.
They're going to try and get this bottom spider down alongside the siege camp. The siege camp is about to go down. The spider is about to go down. The Urel is in top lane by herself, so that's ripe for, getting picked. Mason Blaze jumps in. Doesn't land a stun on anybody, so this is still a very healthy spider. There goes Slug Hunter to try and find some kills here. They need to do something before level 20. 20 is on the horizon. Oh no!
Yeah, that was unfortunate. We're going to see Murden fall. He had up his avatar. He just couldn't hit the button. The phase shift didn't come in on time either, so this is going to be a 4v5 on the defense on the core. They got all the Web Weavers down, but they still have to worry about these Katas that are on core, as well as the members of pre-workout Power hanging around here too. The Thanatos is starting to shred down the enemy team. They're going to find the pick onto Slug Hunter. Zergling likely in a bit of trouble here as well.
Weary Day with the clutch soothing mists, by the way, trying so hard to keep his team alive.
He is trying so hard this game. There's just nothing they can do.
They don't really have any way to handle, the enemies here. There's no percent damage. I wonder if it's true that Zergling really hasn't played since 2018. And there you go. Game number 3 goes over to pre-workout Power. That takes us to game 4. And a potential game 5.
Yep. We have a reverse sweep potential on the table now.
Well, yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there goes the reverse sweep emote.
A lot lower death count this game though, even though it's still 10-1. It's still lower than last game. Yeah, I mean, you just got into a late game. Diablo had his souls, and there was no way they were getting kills onto it. And there's lots of times where he was like the focus the entire time, and he just walks away.
I really think they should have stopped focusing on him.
Yeah, and I think like maybe they could have potentially had some coordination between Slug Hunter and the Genji dives to try and find some picks. I don't think Sylvanas can ever get into the back line without just getting turned on and killed, but they're definitely not, they don't have the damage to be able to do like a front to back kind of fight. So yeah, I think a little bit of a draft difference here, and I have a feeling that after losing that game, they're probably going to go into next game taking serious picks. And if Zergling wasn't joking, if Zergling wasn't joking and he hadn't played Genji since 2018 and didn't know what he was doing, what he was doing. Potentially not that kind of drafting. They were probably feeling very comfortable in this game being 2 up in the series that it like they're like, oh, let's just try some random stuff. But yeah, they also gave a lot to the draft on the side of pre-workout power. They left up the Rhaegar for them. They let Vince take his Diablo. Malthael just got buffed. I don't think that was necessarily something that was on the radar of them, but we've definitely seen Junkrat 3 times tonight already, and they still haven't felt like they needed to ban it out.
Or take it. Are we just going straight into the next game, or are we taking a break here? What is the plan?
I would think we're going into the next game, but it's really up to the players.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we'll find out. I do need to take a quick potty break, though, so I'll be right back.
You go for it. Maybe we will go to a quick break screen here while Plassy's in the bathroom. I can refill my water really quickly, and we'll get ready for map number 4 coming up very shortly here. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in so far. I appreciate it. We'll be back in just a moment. Let me get my break screen fixed really quickly because I bet it doesn't show anything correctly. Okay. We'll be back in just a moment, guys. Don't go anywhere. We have another game on the horizon here. Pre-workout Power taking on We Taketh Awayeth for game number 4 of our best of 5 series. We'll see you soon. Hello everyone, welcome back to NGS Storm Division match between Pre-Workout Power and We Take It the Awayeth. We are ready to get into game number 4 of our best of 5 series with We Take It the Awayeth up 2-1 in the series. I just realized I didn't update the score for you all, so let me do that real quick right now. We are ready to get into game number 4 here, so let's go on over to those map selections, guy, and give you guys a rundown of what's happened so far. That's not right. Hang on. There we go. That's right. First 2 matches played on Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom. Won by We Take It the Awayeth, and game number 3 went to Tomb of the Spider Queen, where Pre-Workout Power picked up their first win of the series. I'm going to go ahead and let them know we're ready. If you're curious about those map bans this evening, Sky Temple and Dragonshire banned out. Cursed Hollow and by Pre-Workout Power, and Cursed Hollow and Braxis banned out by We Take It the Awayeth. We're going to be headed into Battlefield of Eternity for game number 4 here.
Battlefield of Eternity.
My favorite maps.
Me too. I think it's really fun to see what teams opt to draft here. You obviously need some kind of burn, but the entire map is just a big brawl in the middle of the map over Immortals for the majority of the game.
That's true. I'm wondering if they're gonna have like an Asmodan here just pushing off lane, or Gazlo is a good pick here. Stukov also, you know, the traditional burn, immortal burns. We have Arcanus, we have Greymane, we have who else? Vala. Junkrat's banned this time.
Oh. We are going to see We Take It the Awayeth with first bans and picks this time around. After losing game 3, they opted for first pick. So they get to do a little bit of target banning, not being in that second pick position, instead of having to ban the meta things like Joanna.
I feel like after that loss, We Take It the Awayeth is out for blood. Maybe they're just looking to call it a win here by ending the game. They got rid of the Junkrats, so now they're thinking about who they want to ban next. Are they gonna target another ban? Diablo, perhaps? Oh, okay. They're gonna let that ban go. All right. Oop.
That's
I can't
unfortunate.
see.
Yeah, no, we don't.
I can't see draft chat,
but
yeah.
like, it's Storm Div. You miss a ban, you miss a ban, right?
Yep.
Maybe
no...
there's some agreement in chat, but like, you miss a ban, you miss a ban.
Yeah. Not like Girls Gang Squad where people are like, who you're banning.
Yeah,
we'll honor your ban.
Most people in GGS are like, oh, it's okay, just tell us who you wanted. It happens all the time. I'm not like that. I'm ruthless. I'm like, oh, you missed a ban. That's your fault. We'll just take it. You don't get second chances.
Not in this life. But we have Lunara getting banned. That's interesting. Lucio getting picked up by Weary Day.
Lucio. Weary Day is so good on Lucio. I love watching his Lucio plays.
But what if we see a Diablo?
Who cares? Like at the level that Weary Day plays Lucio, Diablo goes in for a charge on a Lucio and he's just booping him back every time.
Fair enough.
Maybe I'm hyping up his Lucio that much, but I've just seen him make like crazy plays and scrims and stuff before, and I always get really excited when he drafts it. We've actually seen Lucio banned
Very
a couple
excited
times.
to see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen it banned a couple times tonight too. Like, people know that he plays a really good Lucio. Vala Rhaegar for the side of Pre-Workout Power. I think pretty decent heroes in general. Rhaegar did have like totem nerfs, but he's still pumping out enough damage, like enough heals to be worth a pick. And Vala is, you know, a go-to pick for Battlefield of Eternity. Diablo Hanzo on the side of We Take It the Awayeth.
Well, that means you can pretty much expect a Taketh ban coming up soon. Hanzo, also a very good hero for this map. Not as good as he used to be before they changed him around a little bit, but he still can do a lot of damage to that Immortal during the Immortal phase. Let's see who we ban here. Pre-Workout Power takes away a Dehaka. Interesting. I mean, I guess there's a lot of bushes that you can play behind or through on Battlefield of Eternity, so it makes sense.
And it's a pick that Slug Hunter is comfortable playing as well. He's one of the people still left up to draft. They still need an off laner, so they're just likely looking at historically what has been played by We Take It the Awayeth and maybe getting rid of that. Dehaka's just not a bad hero, an off laner in general. I don't know that I I maybe would have opted for like a Blaze ban instead. But we'll see. Garrosh taken away. We're going to see what pre-workout Power is going to go for here. We saw Vince on the Mei earlier.
Yeah, Mei could be good on this map. Tyrael. Oh! Okay, so we have the Towers of Doom draft basically getting picked up by pre-workout Power here. We have the Rhaegar, we have the Tyrael, and the Blaze. I'm wondering who CPX is going to pick to round out that draft. But on the side of We Take It Away, Zergling and Slug Hunter are going to pick. Do you think there's going to be a
Who's going to be
Gazzle?
off lane? Who's going to be damage here? They've been kind of switching it up throughout the night.
Yeah.
This realm.
Okay, Leeming and Rexar. Leeming is always a good one on this map. You know, one of those classic burn pokes. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Need to follow it up. This could be a bloodlust comp. Like easily.
Well, I mean,
a
it
bloodlust
probably
comp.
is.
Yeah. Also, it is a very similar draft to what we saw in Towers of Doom from the side of We Take It Awayeth. Instead of Vala, we have, or instead of Greymane, we have Vala. Instead of Falstad, we have Genji. Yeah. What are your thoughts here, Plasty? You go ahead, share your ideas, and then I'll say what I want to say.
Well, in terms of just draft in general, I'm a little bit favoring We Take It Away because they do have that Leeming for the blow up. They have Hanzo. Diablo's there too, really good on this map as usual. But then we have Genji who can harass, you know, the back line, a little, you know, bully that Leeming. But then we have Weary Day on Lucio, and you've been hyping him up, so now he has to like actually do things, and I was like, please do things.
Well, here's my concerns: is I don't like the Leeming pickup. You're looking at a big beefy frontline Tyrael and Blaze. Like, she's not gonna do much to them. She's gonna be very vulnerable to die from the Genji, and on top of that, there's some big counter synergies from the side of her team to kind of like mess up her orbs. Lucio can knock people out of position, and Diablo can do the same thing when he's looking for damage here. So I'm not really the biggest fan of the Leeming pickup here, looking at the drafts. Yeah, she's
I guess
great
it all
for,
depends on how the Leeming gets played, but you're right.
She's great for Immortal Burn and Poke, though. You are correct about that. So you end up in a position where they're more kind of playing the defense and just letting Hanzo and Leeming poke it down. It could work out for them, but in terms of like team fight, I'm a little worried that they might struggle into Tyrael, Blaze in the front line.
Well, there goes the stun onto Vince. He does use his Eldruin Smite to get away. CPX taking a little bit of damage, but he deflects it against Weary Day here. Weary Day just going in there to try and get more damage.
I'm interested to see how much value CPX gets on his Genji here.
Genji. Yeah, we have people in chat asking about it too. Frozen is asking why not get the best race against Dibbles or a double tank over a Genji? Well, the only answer to that is because Ninja, like I said. Genji is looking to maybe try and get that top camp, or he was just checking for Rexar perhaps.
Well,
Mason Blaze already positioned here.
I'm just kind of interested if we... Ooh, look at that nice engage there. Mason Blaze finding the stun onto Any Problem, but Any Problem's going to be able to walk away from here. Vince getting split from his team and having to go through the hallway here. This bottom camp is going to go over to the side of We Take It Awayeth. Meantime, in the top lane, though, Blaze, the Thanatos on the Blaze, and
just about to
CPX.
trade this.
Yeah, working for this camp. Slug Hunter knows what's up, though. But it's not like he can really contest it 1v2.
He doesn't want to either, because, you know, Misha will still give EXP if Misha dies. They're just gonna take care of this. I
was gonna say the Genji. There's a lot of players that I feel could, or heroes that are pretty vulnerable to him diving into the back line, and I'm kind of interested to see if they're gonna be able to shut down and dive.
Please kill that
Hanzo.
I mean the tower.
Hanzo, Li Ming, even Rexar behind Misha.
Misha does fall there. Level 4 getting picked up just a tiny bit earlier by pre-workout Power. Slug Hunter has to back here. I mean, I guess they're trading a little bit.
I thought CPX was gonna go in. I think he thought it might happen too. That's why he stopped his hearth.
That's what I saw. He moved a little bit further away. But we do have the bottom wall down for pre-workout power, and top wall also down for We Take It Awayeth. So it was pretty
that
much
was a
an
good
easy trade, but
boop.
look at this Blaze.
That boop made Nathanatos just a little bit behind on the rotation out of there, which set up the stun for Mason Blaze, and now they get the pick as well. CPX makes it through the wall, but is he going to make it away? He flips over. Zergling on the chase. Weary Day speeding them up to keep on him. There's the deflect out, and Mason Blaze with another stun, and they're going to find a second kill onto the Genji.
I feel like Lucio just makes everybody go nyum.
Yep.
And then they find the kills.
Yeah,
Lucio
there's
set up for the Diablo stuns. Pretty good.
Yeah, you don't really want to be in a position where you're trying to run away from a Lucio. Ooh. Mason Blaze, another stun there, finding it onto Maka this time around. The totem dropped down to put the slow so he can walk on out of there.
But it looks like there is going to be a big advantage for We Take It Awayeth here. Getting this immortal burn.
Mason's fine in these angles here. Gonna see a full defense set up here for the side of pre-workout power under their immortal. Li Ming and Hanzo kind of just poking away. Mason Blaze pretty split from his team, and Rexar's gonna be clearing out bottom lane in the meantime. Oh, there we go. There's the stun. Oh, he could have. He was underneath an immortal stun. He could have just left him there, but we had the cleanse come out anyways. Genji's getting caught out by Rexar on the flank there. And they're going to head in committing to the rest of the burn here on this immortal. This one's going to go over to We Taketh Awayeth.
They do find the first immortal here. Meanwhile, they're going to be going top. I think Rexar is going to be pushing bot, or defending bot. Seven's about to get picked up by We Taketh Awayeth.
Did already lose their top wall on the side of We Take It Awayeth top, but they traded for it. They got the bottom wall from pre-workout power. And now with this immortal, a decent enough shield. I'm expecting at least the front wall and some of this fort. Maybe not the entire thing to go down though.
To be honest with you, Jazzy, I feel like Weary Day has literally no threats this game unless there's a judgment. And even if there was a judgment, he can just take high five to save himself.
Yeah, I'm sure he's pretty happy to be skating around on Lucio this game too.
Yep. There he goes. The immortal goes down. CPX tries to go in there, but they all walk away. The top fort is half dead here. Mason Blaze still looking up, but there goes the Jerkin to spot him there. Oh, we have the...
Weird is being aggressive. He's being aggressive, and he's going to pay for it. He's going to go down. He's just trying to make plays happen, but it was not working out. We have Slug Hunter rotating up, though, to make this an even fight for the time being, but here comes the Thanatos. He's looking for the engage on the back line, and Zergling is going to be the next to fall. Slug Hunter now caught out as well on Rexar, and that is going to be a 3-0 in favor of pre-workout power. A little bit of greed there, and a late lead to
Lucio.
3 deaths.
I feel like he shouldn't have gone and dove in there, but here comes Weary Day back again. We'll see how this plays out. Goon says Weary Day gets to have fun now because Zerg had fun last game.
You know, something to note though, they're back up now, and look at the mana on the side of pre-workout power. Vince has to back. Maka's also incredibly low. Mason Blaze looking for the engage there, but not quite able to make it happen. They didn't, for those kills, they really didn't get much.
No, oh. CPX playing aggressively here, but does use his deflect to walk out of there alive. Look at bottom lane. Rexar is trying to cap this. Slug Hunter is probably going to get this for free because Blaze doesn't want to go in. Meanwhile, top lane, Camp getting picked up by pre-workout power. It's going to be a trade here. But Tens are about to get picked up by pre-workout power, so they have to really catch up on the XP here.
There is a nice XP lead here for the side of pre-workout power, so we will see them hit 10s right about now.
Yeah, I'm really not...
now!
Yeah, now. I don't know if they're gonna get to 10 before they can fight for the immortal here. This immortal might just be going to pre-workout power at this point.
I would like to see them get a little bit of burn on it though, so it's not just full shielded immortal, but they're not even here in time. This immortal's just going over. There's gonna be an arrow for the engage here. Apocalypse coming out to try and follow it up. The stun from Rexar keeps them in it as well. But can they find the kill? Sanctification comes out from Tyrael, and that's going to keep them alive through this fight. They're still looking for it, though. If they can't
There was
win the
also
Immortal,
Bunker
they
there,
at
by the
least
way.
want to get the kills on the way out, but it's not working out. Vince got it getting incredibly low, but they just didn't have the damage to finish anyone off there, and that's going to be a full health Immortal over to the side of pre-workout Power. They're still looking for it. Any problem getting caught?
There goes.
Maka also getting a little bit low here, but now they're slowed by the totem as they try to retreat to defend this Immortal. Mason Blaze getting chunked out. Rexar continuing to just kind of stun and create space for his team to walk away. They did almost get top
Misha.
fort off their bruiser camp, though.
Oh, there goes the flip onto Vince, but it's Tyrael. He's gonna walk out of that alive. They have to potentially try
Not
and
if his
save this
abilities
bottom.
are off cooldown, but
Yeah. I'm not sure if they're actually going to be able to defend this fort. I think it might just be going down. Mason Blaze is trying to back to get
they've left.
some of his
The
HP
fort's
back.
gonna stay alive. It's low, but it stays alive.
Yep.
Thus ends
It
my
does.
assault on hell. I must rest for a time.
Oh my god, they have to snipe that top fort. I think Li Ming or the bear can take care of that.
Yeah, it got incredibly low from the push from that bruiser camp that they secured. A little bit more even on XP now as well. See Vince kind of scouting these bushes here. 4v4 in this bottom lane. Rexar is stepping up to finish off that top fort. As
Get it, Rexar!
We've seen a Thanatos rotate down for the engage to take a fight on...
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm not biased.
Uh-oh was called. CPX getting a little bit caught out. There's the Apocalypse combo, the arrow to follow it up. The bunkers drop to keep Nathanatos alive a little bit longer. Oh, but the boop to take out of the jet propulsion there.
Healing there. Mocha is in trouble, but there goes the sanctification. Vince is about to fall here, though. He was getting completely overrun by everybody. Nathanatos just quietly backing in a bush there. Meanwhile, we got top lane and 2 down from pre-workout Power, and I think they might even be able to get a little bit of this bottom fort here.
Yeah, they should be able to secure this bottom fort and then
yeah.
go start up the objective. They don't even have their bruiser camp to take right now. There's still a minute left on that. They could grab this bottom siege camp maybe, but I think just grab this, go set up for objective, and start the burn right away.
That would be probably the ideal thing to do here, but look at CPX. Maybe he's looking to see if he can interrupt them. Li Ming had to go back there to prevent, to get his mana back, her mana back. English is hard. I'm hungry. Feed me. Weary Day just so aggressive in the front here.
Kind of posturing for defense as bottom
What?
camp. Oh, there's the arrow. No Apocalypse this time to follow it up. Amaka's getting incredibly low. Stunned into the wall. Is going to be picked off. Bunker dropped on Blaze. The Thanatos trying to walk away, but the jet propulsion eaten by Mason Blaze, and he's going to go down. Tyrael will follow up right behind him, and Slug Hunter falls on the Rexar. Any problem is going to be the next to fall on that Vala, and they're going to find themselves with a 5th pick onto the Genji. A 5-for-1 full domination here in favor of We Take It Awayeth.
Well, they definitely took away their lives. Diablo going down here to bottom lane to try and defend against that bruiser camp. Actually manages to keep the fort alive. Meanwhile, we have Jazzalene going to back here to get mana back.
Halftime hit on this Immortal. Infrared and Mason Blaze still just looking to chunk down. We'll continue on the race. All of the members up on the side of pre-workout Power. Interested to see if they're going to try and set up a defense here. They're just going to try and get as much burn as they can.
Tyrael is just setting up for the burn here. I don't think they're even going to be able to get much done in this situation. Look at how, there you go, low that Immortal was. Weary Day.
They're going to try for the fight. The orb connects from Li Ming, but Mason Blaze able to just get out by charging onto the camp here.
Well, that's going to be a near for full health Immortal going down bottom lane alongside a camp. It just died, but the lane's pretty pushed out here. The entire team, if we take it away, they're making their way over. Mason Blaze charging in the front, but walking away, dodges the Blaze stun there. But oh, sound barrier goes down. He might still go down here. There he goes. Bunker gets dropped.
That got a little too aggressive there on the Diablo. There's the arrow, though, trying to catch the members. He comes back up and drops the Apoc Sanctification out to keep them alive, though. This Immortal still pushing in onto the bottom keep. Those Diablo Souls secured, but as you can see, he's back up with the 25 already after the patch.
And look at top lane. There's still a bruiser camp there. So this healthy immortal, there's, you know, Nathanatos has to make his way up to clear that. That takes them down to a 4v5 at bottom lane.
And a lot
And
of their
might-
ultimates down here, so we could look for them to maybe try to push in, maybe try to find something. But keep in mind, we take it Awayeth has also used a lot of their ults as well.
There goes Misha. Down goes the bear, and the stun lands onto Weary Day. He does fall there. Doesn't get a chance to use his trait to get away. Zergling also in a little bit of danger. Tries to teleport away, but there goes the bite from Rhaegar. Diablo has to find his way out of the situation now. I don't know if he's gonna make it out alive, Jazzy.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit scary for Mason Blaze. He's being chased down here. Any problems rotating up to help out here as well. Now has Manticore on that Vala. They don't even need the Vala though. We're gonna see Diablo fall.
Well, I mean, it was still worked out in their favor. You know, they still managed to get that bottom keep. That creates a win condition for them. That takes the structures of pre-workout power down to just one. They're going to even out top lane a little bit though. Get one catapult going at least every couple of waves here.
Yeah, pre-workout power doing a great job of staying in this game. They did lose their bottom keep, but they managed to get a few picks on the way out. They've taken down the forts now on the side of we take it Awayeth and kind of opened up the map a little bit more. A little bit less cata pressure to worry about in that top lane with the periodic catas to match we take it Awayeth. That bottom lane still something that could potentially be a nuisance for them to deal with in this objective phase if they were to try to play it slow though.
Well, that's why they have to take this bruiser camp here to just help against those catapults every now and then. But then we take it away of trying to get that siege camp, which, you know, it's just going to make it difficult for pre-workout power because now they have to pay attention to that bottom lane.
Yeah, and look at the positioning too of pre-workout power. There's the stun onto Genji, the flip to come out, the orb combo. Oh, the Saint coming in just in time to keep him alive. Zergling getting incredibly low. We have the sound barrier popped on Lucio to keep the team alive though, and they do get that pick onto Genji. Bunker dropped, but it's not really helped the team too much out, and any problem is on the chase trying to run away. It's just going to be the one pick onto Genji as we get into this next Immortal phase. But wait, Mason
Well, look at the
Blaze
positioning
is
here.
playing aggressively. Same with Weary Day. They're looking for more if they can find it.
Oh, that Li Ming's health bar gave
I
me a
know.
little bit of anxiety.
He dropped so low, but the sound barrier's just coming in clutch there. Mason Blaze going in. Oh my god! Absolutely deleted!
I was about to say something, but then he just disappeared. What is
Blaze
Diablo's
just got
build?
dropped. I think he ate a scatter arrow and Li Ming damage.
And an orb.
Like a
yeah.
full scatter arrow and it's % damage.
Oh, I think Diablo also has devastating charge, so that probably didn't help there. Oh, Genji!
See if CPX can make it out of this one. He's gonna use that X strike to help.
Any
Mason
problems
finding
in
the stun
danger.
onto any problem. There's the arrow to follow it up, and they're gonna find themselves with a kill onto the Vala. 2 members down now, right now on the side of pre-workout power. We're still in that immortal phase. Hit that halftime. They're gonna back off. A little easier to end with an immortal than just a raw core push.
I mean, if you want to guarantee a win, just go for the objective here. We have Hanzo just taking care of this immortal by himself. Zergling tossing out some orbs and some magic missiles here and there. Meanwhile, the rest of we take it away. Never mind, they're just gonna go over because they're like, even if they actually manage to defend.
I don't know that it's a guaranteed win taking the immortal. By the way, if anything, you're giving pre-workout power a chance to have another team fight here. Like you could set up a team fight, try to flank them behind the immortal. If you are successful, you get free clear on the mortal. If you're not, you lose the game. They could have just set up a defense too.
Well, I guess it increases your chances, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Not necessarily guaranteed. My bad. Mason Blaze looking for a flank here, trying to see if he can find somebody to knock into a wall. Thanatos maybe gets flipped here. He does, and there goes the push into his own team. The Dragon Arrow comes out, but the Blaze drops his bunker. Uh-oh, he's still in trouble, though. That's not good. I would have just walked back into the bunker there. Vince maybe looking to try and help out, but Nathanatos was trying his best to
We have
make his way through there.
wow. We had the Apocalypse come out, and they just shut down Vince there on the Tyrael, and we're able to pop him as well. keep in mind, they have that percent damage on the scatter arrow with Hanzo now. So these beefy frontliners who work out Power go down quickly. Maka in a little bit of trouble here. Trying to keep his team up for the defense. There's another stun. Rain of Vengeance coming out. Mason Blaze is going to be falling here. That's a Nexus kill. Take a drink.
Souls. Take a drink, right? Mocha is in trouble. Dodges those magic missiles here. Infrared. Oh, infrared. Gets the scatter arrow onto Mocha there. And there goes down. There goes the core. That's 1 to 3. With We Taketh Awayeth winning on the 4th game of this best of 5. Holy moly.
GG's and well played to We Taketh Awayeth. Our prediction was right, Plasty. We predicted in the pre-show that We Taketh Awayeth would win this series. We didn't call a score for it. We just said they'd win this series. And they proved me right.
Do we drink?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Let's take a look at this match summary here. 10 to 16 in kills. Once again, I mean, this has been pretty consistent all night that the side of pre-workout Power has been pumping out the damage, but not necessarily winning the games. So that just goes to show you numbers don't mean everything, guys. Okay? Let's take a look at the talents really quickly. You want to talk a little bit about what's going on there, and I'm going to reach out and see if We Taketh Awayeth.
I have a problem. I actually exited out of the end screen.
Well, don't you remember?
No.
You can look at it.
No.
You can look at it on my stream.
I'm just waiting for the delay.
Okay.
There it is. All right. Well, we have Vala picking the Q build, which is pretty standard on this map. Rhaegar did go totem build, though, the nerf totem build, and I don't know if that worked out very well for them. They did get a few slows and kills with the 16, but I have to be honest, the wombo combos that We Taketh Awayeth had were just really, really good. We had the Hanzo arrow into the Immortal Stun or the Apocalypse right after, and that secured a bunch of kills for them, actually. We also have Sonic Arrow from Hanzo for an additional stun, and Hellgate as well. So if I were on the side of pre-workout Power there, that was just going to be a really rough game all around because they just got blown up every single time with the scatter arrow and the orbs and everything. Fireflies as well. Okay, well, I don't know what else to say here other than that. So you're gonna have to help me out.
There was a surprising amount of times where the front line of pre-workout Power would just deleted, like it's just like perfectly squared off scatter arrows with the Ming damage. She even picked the 16. She picked up the mirror ball, so that all hitting in one spot is even
Sorry,
just like...
not fireflies. Yeah.
No, it was like I blinked and Blaze was dead that one fight. It was insane.
And Tyrael.
All right,
the last Tyrael death gone. Are we going into some interviews?
Yeah, sorry, I was just replying. We're gonna have an interview with Slug. We'll jump down into lobby 2 in the NGS Discord. I'll meet you down there.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, just whatever lobby Slug's in.
Okay.
Hey, Slug, congrats on the win. How are you feeling after that? We're gonna have Plasty join in a second here, hopefully, too. Just good. Good.
Hello.
So obviously your team, a little bit of experience playing together. But you have Infrared coming in, who is not part of the CCL roster, but did play with the team on Heavy Impact last season. How much have you gotten to play with him though? Because you weren't on Heavy Impact last season.
I think I've only really ever gotten to play. I mean, I played with him in like ARAMs, I guess, but besides any competitive experience has been like qualifiers and today.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
And today.
And then the other thing is you guys also have Tremor on your roster. Is Tremor a sub for your team, or can we expect to see him in future games?
I think it just depends on like who's available and who wants to play. I'm honestly not really sure, to be honest.
You don't know what's going on. Okay.
You know what? I'm really not sure at this point.
Now, I know you guys had kind of talked about playing around with different roles this evening. your opponents you were going against, kind of some heavy hitters over there, some experienced players. Are we going to expect some more flexing on roles later? Like we saw Weary Day sticking to healing the entire night. You played off lane, I think 3 of the 4 games. In the one game you were Falstad. So kind of still some of the same roles being picked up that we typically see you guys on in CCL. Is there going to be more flexing to opponents you maybe feel less threatened?
Maybe. I think it also just depends on like when we pick characters who wants to play what. Like, you know, we pick Genji. It's like I don't want to play Genji. I'm like I'll just play Urel. That's fine.
That go by
Like
the
we're
way.
picking Falstad Blaze. I'm like I don't. You know what? I'm good with not playing another Blaze game.
Can you tell me a little bit how the draft went on Tomb of the Spider Queen there with the surprise Genji pick?
Well, basically what happened is where he zoned out, and we basically wanted to pick Anduin, and then he wasn't hovering Anduin, so he was like, pick whatever, and so we ended up with Brightwing, which was fine. But then we ended up with Genji, which was potentially not the pick there. We were calling a bunch of different things, and then Zerg just locked Genji. And we were like, okay, I guess we just dive, which did not quite work. But that was a test game. We found out that Genji was really bad there.
There you go. I mean, he is.
Oh, we found the answer.
Yeah, I mean, he's 0 and 3 tonight. He didn't win a single game. Genji on either
Genji,
side.
true.
So maybe that patch didn't quite break him yet. My other question for you guys is, how much of a threat did you think pre-workout Powah would be this evening? They had the addition of CPX to their roster. Vince is playing with them as well. They used to be not fans, and we're doing okay in Herc. So did you guys feel like you needed to prepare at all, or did you think this would be an easy series?
I don't think we did a lot of preparation, but I mean, we're definitely taking them seriously. I don't think we're not gonna take any team somewhat seriously. But for the most part, with CP, I mean, CPX just kind of has a smaller pool to worry about. It's more like Genji Tracer stuff. So we kind of know that going into the game, and I don't know. Other thing I guess to worry about would just be like Vince has a pretty good stitches, so we banned that most games outside the last one. The only thing we really found, I think, a major problem in the series was the Junkrat. It was really annoying.
Yeah, we finally did see the target ban in the last series onto that Junkrat. That because you were playing from first pick position for, I think, the first time that evening to be able to target ban things. Plasty, any other last questions here before we get into some shout-outs?
I'm good, actually. It's very exciting all around. Good job, you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was very excited to be able to cast you guys for once, because I never get to cast the team I manage.
Yeah.
No, Slug, take it away. Any shout-outs?
I mean, shout out to my team. They're pretty cool.
I think so.
Shout out to NGS. Always fun to play NGS and Storm Div. And shout out to Twitch chat.
All right.
Oh yeah, Twitch
and
chat.
Shout out to you guys for casting.
My pleasure. I had so much fun.
Yeah. Me
well,
too.
Thanks for joining us for the interview, Slug. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Best of luck with the rest of the Storm Division and whatever happens with your CCL career moving forward as well.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.